Hello, everybody, and thank you so very much for tuning back into another episode of The Real Convo. Unfortunately, today I am not on screen, honey child. When I tell you my hair is not groomed, and so I'm just not going to be able to get on camera today. However, that is not going to stop me from giving you guys an update as promised on Diddy. I apologize for the live that I attempted to do yesterday. For some reason, my subscriptions were not um I don't know what happened. They just were not transferring over with this new browser. So I had to get out of that situated before I was able to come back on here and of course give you guys the commentary. Again, thank you so much for tuning back into another episode of The Real Combo. If you not yet subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and click the subscribe button, like the video, and please share the video. And because I want to give YouTube some time to go ahead and let you guys know that I'm live, I am going to start off with another story because as you can see in the title, we are here to talk about CNN confirming that Diddy basically that this is bigger than X trafficking, that this is a lot bigger than what we thought, and that an investigation and basically the investigation is going as planned. And I'm sorry, and that we we should see an indictment soon. Is what I'm getting. Is what I'm getting. Mm-hmm. For Mr. P. Diddy, Sean Diddy Combs. But I wanted to talk about this story right really fast, just until you guys have enough time to come in. Because what I see happening and what I see the beginning of is Diddy in the making with this one right here. With this one right here. Mm-hmm.
The network. I got a video I'm gonna put out today that puts these niggas right in the perspective of how they put other people. The way y'all look on this video is how y'all deserve to look. Y'all get disrespectful to some real niggas in LA. This is what we gonna do to y'all every time. Don't run that shit with me with them bouncers from the club you with, bro. Kill all that. Kill all that Hollywood shit and them glasses you got on, nigga, when you taking meetings. This video, this for everybody out.
Y'all heard that right.
Hey, yo, I got a video I'm gonna put out today of our what do we call them, competitors, the niggas at the other network. I got a video I'm gonna put out today that puts these niggas right in the perspective of how they put other people. The way y'all look on this video is how y'all deserve to look. Y'all get disrespectful to real niggas in LA. This is what we gonna do to y'all every time. Don't run that shit with me with them bouncers from the club you with, bro. Kill all that. Kill all that Hollywood shit and them glasses you got on, nigga, when you taking meetings. This video, this for everybody out.
Y'all heard Mr. Ray J, right? Okay, so that was
Hey,
Ray J
yo, I
message
got a video I'm gonna put out
to
today.
Lumel, not that I know of. And as you can see, Ray J claims to have footage of Zeus Network CEO Lumel Plummer. This video makes y'all look how y'all supposed to look. Now let's go over here to Ray J page, honey, so I can show y'all. Let me stop sharing the screen really fast, and then I'm gonna come over here to Ray J's page because I see a Mr. Diddy in the making. I know y'all here for me to give y'all the update on Rolling Stone, and they 50 some people they investigated that responded. Here, let me give you one so you can go. I don't start going live. I need stuff up. Hold on, y'all. Just 1 minute. Hold on. Just a moment, y'all. I'm still here. Let me get some situated. Hold on, y'all. Here I come. Just one moment. I have some things going on. Just a moment. Hold on.
And guess why y'all can't sue? And guess why y'all can't say defamation of character? Because it's true. I got the video. You can call your lawyers and all that. My lawyers is just making sure y'all know that when you put your hands on a woman, all them NDAs and shit, that shit that don't matter. NDAs only matter when you're not doing criminal things, bro. So if y'all signed NDAs, they don't. That shit's null and void. This nigga's a woman beater. This nigga's a woman manipulator. Makes girls fuck to get on the show. Then when they fuck him over, he shot a shadow ban him and fuck they shit off. Making them do like weird shit and shooting at weird, and making them fight all the time, or talking to him aggressive and walking in like
for that stuff to come out for him.
You're Jeffrey Epstein in the black form, and guess who the girl is? Natalie Nunn, the one that's running with you. And guess why y'all can't sue? And guess why y'all can't say defamation of character?
So as y'all can hear, he's alluding to Lumel being a junior Jeffrey Epstein, and we all know who and what Jeffrey Epstein went down for. So I know I don't need to go over there and pull that up. If you don't know your history on Jeffrey Epstein, just put in a Google search and it'll tell you why you would not want to be compared to Jeffrey Epstein. Okay, so he said, "Who is Jeffrey Epstein?" Now, because we like to learn over here, and I don't know if he being cute, but we don't have no problem. Hmm. Jeffrey Epstein. No, ma'am, no, ma'am. I am live right now, no, ma'am. And let's share the screen, guys. He said, "Who can you pull it up on your phone so you can see the broadcast, please?" So you can see what I'm saying. Since you wanted to know who Jeffrey Epstein was, let's stop our program in Real Ones because we have a new Real One and we need to educate him. So let's do just that. I don't got YouTube on it. You don't? No. Let me see. Because this phone, you got to download YouTube. No. Yeah, I took it out because it was taking my gigs. Oh, boy. It was taking out my gigabytes. And I wasn't never using it. I don't be on YouTube. I be on Instagram. I need to link up with y'all. Okay. Well, I'm live on Facebook, too. Do you have your Facebook? No, I don't have Facebook. Wow. Guys, this dude, tell them your name. Ken. No, your stage name. He was on a live last summer, y'all, but we was just, oh my God, we couldn't. He is a comedian, and when I tell y'all funny for no reason, just funny for no reason, need a camera all the time and just need to be recording, putting out content. Seriously. How can they reach you if they want to watch commentary? Hot Dog, the comedian. And where is that at? It's on YouTube. It's on Instagram, but I don't be on Instagram. But I got 3 Instagram pages. Do you have a? Well, we'll wait until you get your official Instagram before we promote it. Because I want to do like a real page where it be like a professional page where it ain't got me. I want good pictures, better quality pictures, and I want better content instead of the content that I got on there. You just need to turn that camera on and start recording yourself why you be just being you, because naturally you is funny. You don't have to like go put on an act. You just can literally, y'all, he could just turn the camera off. Have y'all ever met somebody that's so damn dumb? It's like, nigga, how many times did you get dropped on your head? And tell the truth. Do not lie, because I know something happened to you. It's just silly, but yeah, his name is Hawk Dog, HAWKDAWG on our social media handles. And when he have his other social media handles available, we'll pull that up. But as you guys can see on the screen, the records detail Epstein's sexual abuse and trafficking of underage girls and include the names of 150 people who were in contact with him. The magnitude of his ex-trafficking operation was first brought to light by Miami Herald investigative reporter Julie Kay. Okay. So now that we've answered that for Brother Hog Dog, guys, let's get back to tonight's commentary.
Okay, so what did you was talking about? Ray J?
So Ray J had compared him. Let's go back over here. Ray J had compared him to Epstein. Now let's get over here to Ray J page and let's see if I can find the video of him. Hold on. Hold on. Let me see. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. There we go. Let's get over here to Brother Ray J's page and see where is the receipt that he left, because he left a vulgar receipt, guys. I mean, really vulgar. Oh, where is it? Where is it? It was a receipt of Lemmy looking. It looked like he was slapping out of somebody. What? It looked like he was out. Let me see if I can go over here and find it. Hold on. No, Lemmy, the Zeus guy. The Zeus Network.
Oh, he got a network called Zeus.
Mm-hmm. See, I'm gonna need you to be up to date with what's going on, baby, because you don't be doing.
Yeah, I need to get on.
Yes. Okay, where is the video at what Ray J had showed Lumel? Okay. Anyway, I just want to come on here and warm that story up before everybody got on here about Lumel. Possibly, we're gonna be getting some stories about him in a minute with this with some similar stuff that we see going on with Diddy. Is what's gonna happen if he don't slow his roll. But let me get over here to why everybody is here. And we are out here because we want to talk about this explosive interview that Rolling Stone released on yesterday. I was already reading it, so let me get back to the top so I can read it with you guys. Okay, Bad Boy for Life, Sean Combs' history of violence. For decades, hold on, let me put on my speaker. That's my baby over there, y'all. He out today, so he gonna come over here and chime in from time to time, honey. Because when I tell you we be in here battling, me, him, and my homeboy over here about Diddy, this dude is going. Y'all think he going down? How
now? He got enough money to get out of. Yeah, he can pay his way out of it. But the only thing, he ain't gonna go down.
Hold on, cause y'all know I come in fixed. Hold on, real ones. Can't hold on. Let me ask y'all a question, Nana, in the comments, real ones. Okay, let me ask the real ones on here. They said my baby said he got enough money, and how God did too.
Yeah,
do you?
He got enough money, but the thing is, he ain't gonna come out no more money. Cash is the last one. You ain't gonna have to take him trial. He gonna lose. They gonna bend his ass up. He can go drop that soap now. Tell him to drop it all he want, boy. Yeah. He got some water houses in there. He got some car houses in there waiting on. They haven't opened now. It's 24. They got that little rat down there they can save it.
Okay, so real ones, I asked in the comments, Do you think P. Diddy will be convicted for any crimes as it relates to what he is being investigated for? Leave your comments down below. And I'm gonna pull this ad up over here that way I can see, because the other day y'all were on here talking. I am so sorry. I didn't see anybody's comments. Y'all was on here asking questions and talking to me, and I didn't see what y'all was asking or anything. So I'm gonna fix this in a way is to where I can kind of see if you guys are leaving comments, okay? So Bad Boy for Life, Sean Diddy Combs, history of violence. Baby Rolling Stone just opened the article up.
Only thing they give him on is the girl he stomped out. Everything else I looked at some of it.
Okay, so for decades, Sean Diddy Combs was hip hop's boisterous showman. Now, dozens of former friends, employees, and bad boy artists are alleging an abusive, menacing figure behind the facade. Mm-mm-mm. As he took to the stage at the BET Awards in June 2022 to receive a Lifetime Achievement Award, Sean Diddy Combs was elated. Yeah, 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 yeah. He bellowed, punctuating his words with triumph jumps. The adoring crowd who gave him a sustained standing ovation included his mother and children, longtime friends, and music industry peers Kanye West, Janelle Monáe, Babyface, and Lil Wayne. After 3 decades of relentless hustling that took him from a hungry teenager intern to A&R executive producer, label impresario, respected fashion designer, and household brand name, Diddy has seemingly reached the apotheosis of his career. The apotheosis, okay. He closed his eyes and repeatedly thanked God. He got down on one knee and praised his mother. He name checked a laundry list of people who mentored and inspired him. Anything I do is through love, Combs proclaimed early in a 9-minute speech. That's what I evolved to be. And that's what I'm doing right now. Hold on. I remember when he got on stage and said that. Y'all remember that when he got up there and accepted that Lifetime Achievement Award at the BET Awards? Remember, I remember, he sure did. He said, anything I do is through love. Anything I do is through love. Y'all remember? Yeah, this dude is sick.
So he think that drugging people is showing love.
But soon, Combs struck a more somber tone. I was in a dark place for a few.
Didn't they sign a paper before they went in there saying that what go on in Diddy house, stay in Diddy house? So that's what's gonna be.
You don't have to get close up on it. You don't have to get close up on it. It's gonna pick it up.
That's what you call a real psychopath. The man is retarded, delusional. This man is an IR, y'all. IR. That means he's a international.
Thank you, baby. My baby gets excited, y'all.
24 years, he like them grapes.
The article goes on to say, but soon Combs struck a more somber tone. I was in a dark place for a few years. He said, I gotta give a special thank you to the people that was really there for me. He listed friends and friends and advisors. Then looking directly into the camera, he added, Cassie for holding me down in the dark times. In the dark times, love. He raised one hand to make an L sign and held his gaze steady, silently for several seconds. Just sit. Gonna get up on that stage and tell Cassie, thank you for holding me down during the dark times, love. Knowing what the dark times was for her. Knowing that the dark times for her was this crap right here. Where is it? This right here. This.
Baby.
Yes.
Have you ever been swallowed?
Oh, hold on. We're not there yet.
Yeah, that nigga up. Food. TV Jake's clown. And you really man, all that real church.
This what the dark times was for her. And he knew that that's what the dark times was. And he got up on that stage and said that. I remember this just as they wrote this in this article. I remember him getting up on that stage and saying that to her like that. Like he didn't know what he made her dark times be. Him and her dark times consist of. Combs and Cassandra Cassie Ventura, a former singer for his iconic Bad Boy record label, had split for years earlier. But he had been openly pining for her ever since. He posted photos of her online and urged her to listen to Michael Jackson's The Lady in My Life. He publicly congratulated her on her first pregnancy with her husband. Oh, Cassie was pregnant prior to Diddy? Oh, okay. His comments at the award show were part of a pattern of behavior. Oh, they talking about the baby. Oh, okay. They talking about when he was still on stage. We still there. Okay, because I'm thinking like, is this before he met her? Okay, they're talking about after the breakup. She had to moved on, got married, and was pregnant. Okay, his comments at the award show were part of a pattern of behavior, one that had been tormenting Ventura for years. When she learned of her ex's later remark, sources say Ventura was distressed. She was also resolute. What is resolute? Let me look that up, honey. Let me see. Definition of resolute. Resolute. Definition of resolute. Resolute. Resolution. Marked by firm determination, resolved, a resolute character, bold, steady. Oh, okay, so she was bold. She was, they say resolute. She was also resolute. So they saying while she was also stressed out by this, she was bold enough to get ready to be able to go after him. And we see where that got you, Mr. Diddy, why you want to get on stage and try to say thank you for supporting me during the dark times, knowing what the girl dark times was. Almost 18 months later, in November 2023, see what I told you? Ventura sued Combs, claiming he held her in a violent form of sexual servitude throughout their relationship and raped her upon their final breakup. In 2018, she invoked Combs' BET speech in her filing. I told you, what did I just say? I told y'all. For Miss Ventura, the dark times were those she spent trapped by Diddy in a cycle of abuse, violence, and ex trafficking. What did I just say? What did I just say the dark times consisted of for her? And he want to get up on this stage and say, thank you for being there for me during the dark times. Thank you for being there during the dark times, love. She said Diddy brutal beatings, one of them captured in the Harrowing Hotel surveillance video obtained by CNN in May, left her with bruises, burst lips, black eyes, and extensive trauma. I believe it. For Grammy-winning songwriter Tiffany Red, a friend of Ventura's, who worked closely with the singer during the height of the alleged abuse, Combs words from the BET stage. Hold on, let me read that again. For Grammy-winning songwriter Tiffany Red, a friend of Ventura's, who worked closely with the singer during the height of the alleged abuse. The abuse with Combs. Words from the BET stage had been a taunt. It's like harassment, she explains. You're still fucking with her. Leave her alone. Leave her alone. In the 5 years after her breakup with Combs, Ventura remained silent. While he was posting about her pregnancy in 2019, she was negotiating in distress behind the scenes to escape her bad boy contract. Wait a minute.
Well, he was stalking.
So Diddy, you was posting about this girl pregnancy knowing that behind the scenes
That wasn't your baby.
she was trying to escape her bad boy contract and you all together and you just was still just, oh, well, let me post about your pregnancy to show that, oh, I'm in support of you having a baby. I love Cassie. You were taunting her. I'm in agreement with you, Tiffany Red. That was taunting. Combs was allegedly trying to tie her separation agreement to a non-disparagement clause. It's not like we were negotiating with her for her record label, Red says. We were negotiating with her abuser through her lawyer. Ventura declined to speak for this article. Combs did not respond to a request for comment on this allegation. Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Mm-mm-mm. Wow. At some point, Ventura checked herself into a rehabilitation center to deal with the physical and psychological repercussions of her time with Combs and found renewed purpose in being a mom. Her lawsuit says when she eventually gathered her strength and stepped forward, a flurry of other lawsuits followed. They sure did, because I think he's up to 8 now. Five more women have since accused Combs of rape or violent sexual assault dating as far back as 1990. Two of whom claimed that Combs secretly recorded their sexual encounters and showed the footage to others without their consent. You sick, so you sat up there and knew you had done assaulted those women, recorded it, and had the nerve to show it to people and brag about it. Music producer Rodney Lil Rod Jones also sued, alleging Combs groped his genitals and forced him to solicit ex workers and perform XX to the pleasure of Mr. Combs. I read that lawsuit the other day, so we know what he took Mr. Jones through. While Combs would eventually take responsibility for the assault captured on surveillance video, he has ve- vehemently denied all of the other allegations against him, just like he denied the allegations with Cassie initially. And we seen the video footage, and then he came out and apologized. So, what's for us to believe that he not just denying these allegations about the other lawsuits until damaging evidence comes out where he is going to be forced to settle and then apologize. So, I mean, that's what I think is going to happen. That's my opinion, my theory. The day Ventura filed her complaint, he blasted it as a shakedown based on outrageous lies. For the past 6 months, Mr. Combs had been subjected to Miss Ventura's persistent demand of $30 million under the threat of writing a damaging book about their relationship, which was unequivocally rejected as a blatant blackmail. His lawyer, Ben Brofman, said, and fire him, Diddy. In response, Ventura's lawyer, Douglas Wigdor, said Combs offered Miss Ventura 8 figures to silence her and to silence her and to prevent the filing of the lawsuit. The parties came to an undisclosed settlement within 24 hours of Ventura's filing. When his fourth grape accuser sued in December, Combs 54 issued another passionate denial. Of course he did. Enough is enough. For the last couple of weeks, I have sat silently and watched people try to assassinate my character, destroy my reputation, and my legacy. Sickening allegations have been made against me by individuals looking for a quick payday. Let me be absolutely clear. I did not do any of those awful things being alleged. I will fight for my name, my family, and for the truth, is what Diddy said, y'all. That's what he had said. For many, the lurid allegations against Combs were jarring. They are jarring, in part because he had risen to such great heights as a bankable bon vivant. He did. He did reach great heights. I don't know about a bankable bon vivant who threw the best parties from New York City to the Hamptons to Hollywood, because according to what the lawsuit says, these parties were nothing more than orgies and freak offs and freak nicks. Freak Nicks at a millionaire or slash billionaire's house or yacht is what uh, these bankable bun vivant who threw the best parties from New York City to the Hamptons to Hollywood. He's the pop culture stalwart who walked around under a parasol held by his campy valet Farnsworth Bentley in St. Tropez and turned up at a Met Gala in a Swarovski crystal encrusted tuxedo. Lets you know that when people wearing all this top dollar, top of the line, all this $1 million clothing by these high fashion designers, some of these people behind the clothes are nothing more than ex-addicted, psychological, narcissistic maniacs that dress up in Swarovski crystal encrusted tuxedos. Monsters. High elite dressed monsters. Dressed in Swarovski crystal encrusted tuxedos and floor length capes. Vampires. That's in my opinion. He rapped about Bentleys and Benjamins and held court at his over-the-top annual white parties attended by Leonardo DiCaprio, Beyonce, Mariah Carey, and Martha Stewart, of course. He called himself the Great Gatsby and considered circus showman P.T. Barnum his muse. Oh, wow. Now, the spotlight comes constantly chased is trained on his alleged crimes in staggering scenes that underscored his fall from grace. Heavily armed Homeland Security agents stormed his sprawling Los Angeles and Miami estates as part of a federal ex-trafficking investigation on March 25th. I showed y'all that. So if you want to see that whole fiasco where that took place, go back and watch my other video. It's on the channel. Investigators tore through his offices and bedrooms, leaving cables dangling from a command center and multiple safes wide open. Three gleaming Grammys and an Oscar set atop a gutted console like relics of a crumbling regiment. A crestfallen Combs was later seen alone. He sure was. He sure. I'm not even trying to laugh because it's not funny. But y'all remember when I played that other video of his home being raided? I played another video from the neighborhood talk showing him minutes after his home and while his homes were being raided. So whoever wrote this article and described what we saw, he did. He really did. A crestfallen Combs was later seen alone, a cell phone hanging useless in his hand as he slowly paced around Miami Opelika Airport. His vacation in the Bahamas was canceled. I bet it was. You know what Diddy forgot? He forgot the basic rules of the plantation. See, if you get a brown paper sack bag and you stick it next to your face and you anything darker than that brown paper sack bag, you better understand you will never be a house Negro. And nor will you get the house Negro treatment. Diddy, if you think you can stick a paper sack bag next to you and you show up lighter than that, you're crazy. You show up darker than that brown paper sack bag. You thought that you were going to be accused of the same type of crimes that the house Negro Russell Simmons is facing, allegedly facing some of the same crimes you're being investigated for. And what did the plantation owners allow him to do? Remember when he was on his vacation while he was being investigated? They let him stay on his vacation in that country that he's currently in, that does not do extradition. You thought that when you was on vacation, you knew that this was gonna happen. You already knew the day it was gonna happen, Diddy. You scheduled your vacation on that day. You said, "Oh, I'm gonna get the house Negro treatment like Russell Simmons." You felt like cause your high dollar attorney who just taking your money, Negro. Who's just taking your money? You didn't even read any of your lawsuits. You're dumb. You're just oh God, you forgot the basics, Diddy. And then you sit here and say, "Oh, I'm gonna go on vacation. Oh, when is the rate, Mr. High Dollar Attorney? Oh, it's gonna be March 25th." You took your vacation March 25th. This is all my theory. This is my opinion about how I feel like this psychopath thinks with just access to millions of dollars and can't even sit down and just think his way through this. So he gonna schedule his vacation on the day that he know his home was gonna be raided. Left his kids there. Took his vacation like, "Oh, I'm gonna get the house Negro treatment like Russell Simmons did. See how he's over there in Bowie or wherever he is." And I believe that country don't even let you come over there and extradite. Yeah, I don't even think they allow extradition. Like unless it's a crime like for like capital murder. It has to be something like that. It has to be capital unaliving. Okay. So when you put a brown paper sack bag next to Russell Simmons shows up lighter than that brown paper sack bag. See how some of these African American people forget the basic rules of the plantation and slavery? They try to get access to millions of dollars and say, oh, this is a new progressive social media world. That doesn't exist. I'll get the house, Negro. Negro, you is Negro. You get that. Diddy. See how that you didn't cancel that vacation. They told that pilot, they said, Mayday, Mayday. I see you, Diddy. Get your eyes back over here for we fly. We see him in what they say, pacing around in Miami Okalaka Airport. Because he didn't get the house Negro treatment. Thought you was gonna be on vacation during the fucking raid. Get your ass back over here. Cause guess what? Guess what? His vacation in the Bahamas was canceled. His once fortified homes breached. His adult sons handcuffed. And his empire on the brink. While the raids made global headlines, the silence from Combs' famous friends was palpable. Was palpable? Palpable. Was laughable. This felt different than before, when he could use a checkbook, a high-powered attorney, and a media blitz to overcome scrapes with the law. When his charisma, influence, and connections would allow him to shake off allegations of violence, of outcry from his disenfranchised artists. Reparations is getting closer and closer. Diddy, former bad boy artist, May said a day after the raids. The big paycheck, the big payback. Over the past 6 months, Rolling Stone conducted dozens of interviews, Diddy, with Combs' former friends, acquaintances, employees, and former bad boy artists, as well as industry insiders. Let me run that back for the people in the background that wants to deny what's gonna go down. Hold on. Let me stop playing and read this and come out of character so we can really have a real conversation, real ones. Okay? The article says over the past 6 months, Rolling Stone conducted dozens of interviews with Combs, former friends, acquaintances, employees, and bad boy artists, as well as industry insiders. Out of 300 plus people contacted for this investigation, more than 50 were willing to speak about their experiences. Several would do so only off the record, citing a fear of retaliation, of retribution. Some requested compensation in exchange for their stories. Rolling Stone, however, does not pay for their interviews. Many declined to participate, wanting to distance themselves from Combs. I'm trying to leave that part of my life behind me, says one of the former employees. Those who did speak about Combs described a complicated man with opposing personas. Outwardly, they see a tastemaker who is unapologetically driven, generous, and jovial, even silly at times. He can be the same privately, but associates who got close enough to him discovered something darker behind the facade. A menacing figure who desperately wants to be accepted and admired, who uses public declarations of devotion, splashy donations, and boasts that he is brother love to hide an undercurrent of alleged abuse and violence that, in one previously unreported allegation, traces back to before his career even started. Combs welded his growing power to bend people to his will. Sources claim sending staffers to win back one-time girlfriend Jennifer Lopez, beating a label executive bloody after he became romantically involved with Combs' ex-partner Kim Porter, and allegedly trying to solicit X from a woman on his payroll. Wow, 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 wow. Hold on, y'all. Let me drink some water. My throat is getting dry. That's a lot. That's a lot. That is a lot to be accused of, for one man to be accused of, Diddy. For all these people to be saying all of this about you at different times, though, bro. At different times, the same stuff about you at different times. I'm gonna let my husband come on for a second, and I'm gonna let my husband. He has not yet given me his stage name, but stay tuned for that as well, guys. I have to take a break. I have to go and wet my throat for a bit. I'm gonna let him and brother Hog Dog over here give they commentary and just chop it up with y'all just for a moment. The only thing I have to do is just talk. I already have it set how it needs to be. Y'all, I'm gonna come back and pick up on the article where we left off, but I have to go and excuse myself for just a second. But that's brother Hog Dog. You don't have to do anything. Just the mic right here. Um, and just give y'all commentary on how y'all feel about what's going on.
Okay, what if all these people just trying to get some money out of him because they say he rich? If he been doing this for 24 years, he ain't had that much money till now.
Back then, it wasn't about the money. It was about the power and the rise of Puff Daddy.
But everybody rolled with him. They wasn't saying nothing then.
Yeah, they was. They was complaining. He was running from this one dude, shaking him down. And he had to hurry up and get him out the way, man.
Tupac.
You know what I'm saying? He got Pac out the way first. But the man he was after and scared of, you understand me? Suge Knight. You know what I'm saying?
You think he was scared?
Free Suge Knight, man. You understand me? Suge. You know the business on him. So, man, this dude is a sick, crazy, psychopath, thieving. Man, I'm like Lil C's, man. I'm like Mace, man. This man ain't sold now album. This man ain't sold now record.
He featured on everything.
How did you get to where you at now? This what I've been trying to figure out.
Puff Daddy did.
The man robbed every artist that he signed. You understand me? He signed everybody. He had one album. You understand me? The only reason he got big for that because after the death of Biggie,
the unaliving.
The unaliving. Excuse my French. But hold up, we deep in conversation.
Okay, man. Hold on, back.
Ooh, this type of stuff I got.
He said, "Can y'all see me? Can y'all see me? Yeah, y'all can see me. I don't have my camera on right now. Okay, so where did we leave off at, y'all? Excuse me. I'm trying to Okay, y'all. So where did we leave off at? Oh, he said the big payback. That's what Mace said. Okay, let's get back to the article. Over the past 6 months, Rolling Stone conducted dozens of interviews with Combs' former friends, acquaintances, employees, and bad boy artists, as well as industry insiders. Out of 300 plus people contacted for this investigation, more than 50 were willing to speak about their experiences. Several would do so only off the record, citing a fear of retribution. Some requested compensation in exchange for their testimony, but Rolling Stone does not pay for their interviews. Many declined altogether to participate, wanting to distance themselves away from Diddy. by saying that they was just trying to leave that part of their lives behind them, says one of the former employees. Those who did speak about Combs describe a complicated man with opposing personas. Outwardly, they see a tastemaker who is unapologetically driven, generous, and jovial, even silly at times. He can be the same privately, but associates who got close enough to him discover something darker behind the facade, a menacing figure who desperately wants to be accepted and admired, who uses public declarations of devotion, splashy donations, and boasts that he is brother love to hide an undercurrent of alleged abuse and violence that, in one previously unreported allegation, traces back to before his career even started. Combs wielded his growing power to bend people to his will, sources claim, sending staffers to win back one-time girlfriend Jennifer Lopez, beating a labor executive bloody after he became romantically involved with Combs. What? Beating a labor executive bloody after he became romantically involved with Combs? Wait a minute. Okay, hold on, y'all. Let me make sure I'm reading that right. Okay, so one. Okay, the article is saying that sources claim sending staffers to win back one-time girlfriend Jennifer Lopez. Okay, he did that. He beat a labor executive bloody after he became romantically involved with Combs. So who is the regular the executive that became involved with him? They ain't saying, they ain't putting all that out there. I guess if it go to trial, we'll see. Wow. Ex-partner Kim Porter, we know about all the abuse between him and Kim Porter. That's no secret. Everybody know that he was very abusive towards her and just obsessed. That it was stories dated back. Hold on, let me see. Hold on, honey. Let me see if I can pull up a clip on Gene Deal, on Puff Daddy and Kim Porter. Hold on. Hold on. Gene Deal on P. Diddy and Kim Porter. Let's see. Because when I tell you Gene Deal have not been holding back, and the stuff that he have been saying for years is now coming out. Let me see. Gene Deal on model accusing Diddy of forcing her to give him oral. Nah, I want the commentary about him. Okay, I'm gonna put it on here, but I'm gonna speed it up. I'm gonna share this screen with y'all just to give y'all some insight about that part of the article. How like everything that Gene Deal been saying over the years that everybody wanted to. Yeah, that's his previous bodyguard, Hog Dog. Yeah. Okay, this say Diddy cheated on Jennifer Lopez with Kim Porter. Kim babysitter was secretly giving Diddy information. Oh my God. Okay, I wasn't even looking for that team. Stank But Mommy is live. Hold on, y'all. Let me put it on here. And then let me see. Can y'all hear it? Can somebody in the comments let me know whether or not y'all can hear the video? Hold on. Um. Okay, I set it up. I'm playing this for copyright purposes only.
Right hand. If you look at it, it's on his right wrist, right up in there. Kim hit like it almost severed the artery. He was bleeding
Fair
like crazy.
use.
And
I'm speeding it up. It's not in its
that's the
original
reason.
context.
And that's when that opioid crisis came out. That's the reason I knew that shit was serious, because that's what got Puff hooked on drugs. Well, yeah, I got this from.
Y'all heard what Gene Deal said got Puff hooked on drugs? Y'all heard that? Y'all hear what Gene Deal says led to P. Diddy allegedly being hooked on drugs. Hold on, y'all listen. And I had to speed it up because YouTube, they be want to send copyrights. And I don't, but I'm just playing the video up under fair use for entertainment and education purposes. So literally, please don't strike my channel. I'm a beginning YouTuber, y'all. Fair use, fair use, fair use.
This from a photographer. He said that he took this in 1996 at a 112 video shoot. But for the people that don't know the story, right? Let the people know what led to, Kim Porter slashing Puffy Risk with Coach. Right.
Oh, hold on.
Well, I was off that weekend.
Let me start.
Like it almost severed the artery. He was bleeding like crazy. And that's the reason. And that's when that opioid crisis came out. That's the reason I knew that shit was serious, because that's what got Puff hooked on drugs. Wow, yeah, I got this from a photographer. He said that he took this in 1996 at a 112 video shoot. But for the people that don't know the story, right? Let the people know what led to, Kim Porter slashing Puffy Risk with Coach. Right. Well, I was off that weekend because I usually have Puff on Fridays, Saturdays, and Sundays. Friday after work, Saturdays and Sundays. He was staying with Kim the whole weekend, so he said he wasn't going out. He wasn't going to do anything. So I said, cool. He told me I was off. So now I get a call. It's on a Saturday. And it's from Kirk Burrows and Paul. They're like, yo, Gene, Puff is by himself over at St. Luke's Hospital. I was like, yo, what happened? They say, yo, Gene, you got over there because ain't nobody, nobody there with him.
Yeah, that's Gene Deal, his bodyguard, that jumped him into the same gang, the one that jumped him in.
Blase, this, and the third. So I rush over to St. Luke's Hospital. I see Kim, they in the emergency room.
He said it out his own mouth.
Flash my bags. I go up in there. I ask them what room we in. They let me know. So boom. I see Kim. She's in distress. And you could tell that by her arms being folded, she was like, if I'm describing it, she was in distress herself, whereas that she could have been in pain. She could have been hurting, because I did see a bruise on her face and I see bruises on her arm. I seen bruises on her arm.
He had just beat her up. He had just jumped on her. He had just been physically abusive towards her. If you see all these bruises, then it's safe to say that it could be safe to say that he had just physically assaulted her.
Arm on her hand. And then Puff was sitting in a chair and with the thing wrapped around his arm, telling Kim that this is how I make my living. You could what you call my living. You could mess up my whole living. He was trying to make up.
What about messing up her whole face when you allegedly broke her nose? Allegedly. Can you bring me back to Mr. Good Boy and a Sprite? What about that? What about that? What about that? You a real psychopath. Okay, let me get this right. We're at the hospital. Okay, hold on. Let me let him tell the story before I this Diddy. Oh, somebody get. Oh, okay. Let me be quiet.
I feel bad. So I was like, what the F is happening? So I'm just listening to the dialogue between them two. And he's sitting up there blaming her. And then she's like, yo, I told you to stop. And then she wouldn't say it. She said, I told you to stop. You wouldn't stop. So then the nurses came in there. He had to have some kind of surgery and everything like that. And that was it. It was from them fighting. Kim said, because I asked her. Kim said that he would stop hitting me, and I grabbed the corkscrew and made a mistake and caught him on the wrist. It's a hell of a mistake, Kim. So that's what happened. Wow, and you said that's what got him hooked on drugs? That's what got him hooked. He couldn't get off those pills. Man, we used to meet this little white guy that he would give Puff a bottle of pills like this. Like every 3 to 5 days. You know what I'm saying? Every 3 to 5 days, they would have a pill bottle like this for $1,500. And this little white kid, whatever Puff called him, he was that with him. I don't know where he was getting them from. Maybe his father, he worked at a pharmacy, his father was a doctor or whatever. But this was way before that crisis came in. These was, what they call them? Not Tylenol with codeine, but these were straight, I think codeine or opioids or some shit like that.
I get it if y'all think the states have been neglecting you, but with this new program, they're actually coming in clutch. Oh,
we heard where this was being alleged in this article right here. What we reading in the article. Hold on, where did my Hold on, where did the article go, y'all? This right here. The abuse with ex-partner Kim Porter. That that's definitely true. Ain't no debating that. It's stuff on record, allegedly. This is from somebody who was there in the fold, right there in the mix, and allegedly trying to solicit X from a woman on his payroll. Dog. As part of this investigation, Rolling Stone sent Combs a detailed list of questions about the new and pending allegations. He did not specifically address any of them. Diddy cannot comment on settled litigation, will not comment on pending litigation, and cannot address every allegation picked up by the press from any source, no matter how unreliable, his lawyer Jonathan Davis tells Rolling Stone. We are aware that the proper authorities are conducting a thorough investigation and therefore have confidence any important issues will be addressed in the proper forum where the rules distinguish facts from fiction. So basically, that was their way of telling us that, oh, y'all just participating in messy gossip, and we won't stand for it. I'm not gonna talk to y'all. Y'all just, y'all don't really have evidence. Y'all just talking. Even though we see all of these video footages, evidence from video cameras, evidence from people putting pictures in lawsuits of dates and questions that they claiming they was there on his yacht in his house. Even though we see all these pictures and evidence, and we got verbal testimony from people who were bodyguards that was around Diddy during the time, we have people that steady using their platforms to say that, oh, where's your footage of being there and being around? I mean, it's crazy to me how people just don't want to believe it. Like, they just don't want to believe it. Like, y'all just want to believe that this man just have all these billions of dollars, and oh no, that's Diddy. He got billions. He getting away with that. His money long. His money is not longer than Homeland Security. Why do you think that they did not have the FBI to do it? Why do you think the Federal Bureau of Investigators did not even know that Diddy home was going to be investigated? You know why they did not know? Because they did not want anybody tipping him off. Because guess what? Diddy money is long enough for the feds. It has been alleged for years that Diddy has the federal investigators on his payroll. There is no secret. That has been alleged. However, honey, when you go above, let's talk about rank. Let's talk about rank, boo-boo. When you talk about rank, Homeland Security investigations ranks higher than Federal Bureau of Investigators. And they are the ones that are assigned to X trafficking. Federal Bureau of Investigators usually do not handle X trafficking cases. That's usually handled by Homeland Security. So when people want to continue to say that this man is just, oh, he a millionaire, oh, Diddy got money, baby, Diddy is going down. Y'all better pay attention to the people that are investigating him. They didn't say the feds investigating him. They said HSI is investigating the Big Daddy Combs, the Big Daddy, the big man. That's Max. Them two Max. Your kids. The Big Daddy. The Big Daddy. Combs. The Big Daddy, baby. I'm gonna fix my own. Hold on, y'all. I'm gonna take my speaker out for a little while so I can go out in my kitchen and make me a burger. Hold on, y'all finna get a little behind the scenes mukbang too. All at the same damn time. That's what we're gonna do. Yeah. So as far as people trying to sit here and say that, oh, Diddy is not, baby, y'all seen it. I don't know how you can just keep on denying what you see in your face. How can you deny what's going on in front of you? No, ma'am. He's not getting away with it anymore. No, this man is going down. Y'all gotta pay attention to verbiage. They said that they contacted more than 300 people. More than 50 people responded. Enough people responded for them to get an indictment, in my opinion. In my opinion, enough people responded. easily for them to easily get a indictment. Do you know how many people still alive that is still alive that was here during the Tupac and Biggie era? They have been having to deal with rumors of this man unalive Tupac and Biggie rumors for years. They just want to see Diddy go down just off of the strength of Diddy and Pop. It's very likely that one of them people could end up being on their grand jury for that indictment. Do y'all see? I gotta understand. When you say Tupac and Biggie, the Notorious B.I.G., we did not say NBA YoungBoy, and no disrespect to NBA YoungBoy, he doing his stuff this out. We did not say Drake and he can jump off the bridge. Fuck him. Go back to Canada. Don't ever release no music in the U.S. And y'all United States niggas is crazy for making this dude big. For making him as big as he do. Y'all do not gatekeep the space. Y'all don't gatekeep our space. Y'all made a Canadian non-black dude break records. Because y'all lost. Y'all just out here lost. Little general. Anyway, that's another conversation. I'm getting off topic. But yeah. No ma'am. It'll never happen. To where he'll just have enough money. Y'all see all these companies pulling their stake out of Diddy, pulling their support from Diddy. Y'all see people that who would have never spoke against Diddy, what they doing now. That's how you know. Joe Budden, you seen how long he was trying to avoid speaking against Diddy. He didn't want to say nothing. He seen that he had to say something. When that did a video released, and then he still avoided it the Friday that the video was released. Joe Budden did. He was there or something. When the video released and everybody started talking about it and responding about it, he was live on his podcast and his audience was telling him to respond to it. The comments was just flooded. Respond. He would not respond. He waited until the following week, but he finally responded. Y'all look. Baby, Diddy don't got no more power, baby. They are canceling Diddy. Diddy is being canceled right in front of us. That dude is canceled, baby. I'm sorry that whatever attachment you have as an African-American man or a woman, where you done seen this dude be our hero, and we had this parasocial attachment to our celebrities, our heroes, that we seen them grind, and we got to see another one bites the dust like Bill Cosby and R. Kelly. But I still refuse to believe that about Bill Cosby. I have to be honest here, real ones. Y'all let me know if y'all really believe Bill Cosby allegations. I don't, but that's just my opinion. But let me not start going down that rabbit hole. Again, I'm just trying to talk until I get finished fixing my burger, y'all. I am hungry. Where the taco?
Oh, they blackballed him out the game, y'all. Diddy gone. He just what they want. He being counseled. The man was trying to buy ABC records. That's what's wrong with happened to Bill Cosby. He was trying to buy ABC, and they didn't want no Negro owning no major.
Allegedly. Where's the cheese? The slices of cheese. That's already on the board. It's already on the meat. It's already on the meat. She already did put it on the meat. I didn't see that. Yes, thank you, Miss Vivian. Yes. Okay, y'all, hold on. I'm cutting me up some tomatoes for my cheeseburger. Where the French fries? I mean, where the bacon?
Like that.
Got the bacon. No bacon? Oh, I thought I was really feeling good to be a fat girl. I thought I was feeling gluttonous.
Oh, okay.
She made her BLT. She said, BLT me, please.
I'm lower down with my turkey sandwich last night.
Okay, so as y'all can see, we get it in over here on the Real Convo. Y'all have to wait for the Real Sister Sequence channel, my vlog channel. Y'all see now this right here where we just everyday life and just a mom, me and my husband just raising our babies and being mom and dad and parents and just raising, because we have a child that is grown, and then we have a set of 5 and 6, and we have a grown child. So yeah, And that is a challenge to have that big of a gap, a 14-year gap in between kids. So, but yeah, be waiting for that channel as well. I will be dropping that channel soon. But I have to get this channel on the wraps first. But I'm just letting y'all know that it's coming, honey. It's coming. My day one real ones. My day one real ones. Y'all, my day one real ones. Hold on, y'all. Let me rinse my lettuce out. Where that strainer go? What does that mean, Quadri? Hold on, y'all. I know, y'all. I'm a mother. The name of the channel is The Real Combo, and the name of my vlog channel is The Real Sister Sequence. So, like, I cannot fabricate and like try to be all aesthetically pleasing. So, like, my channel is really gonna be like real, like the fibers of it is just gonna be so authentic that you can't help but to hit the subscribe button, like, comment. Like, she ain't trying to be on her and be this and be that. Like, for real, like wherever you at in your life, that's what you have to embrace. And this is where I'm at in my life right now. I'm raising babies. So, and I want to be on here talking to y'all too. So I have to make it work. So I appreciate y'all hanging in here with me and supporting me and not being a bourgeois or a Diddy and being a real one. Being a real one. Thank y'all for being a real one. That's mine.
No.
Now one of them.
It's like that, baby. It's in the pot right here.
You didn't.
You was come back. I was trying to get you get something.
Who do that?
Nah, don't do that. Nah, don't do that.
But I'm gonna tear your ass up.
Don't talk like that while we live. Malcolm, that was him, not me, y'all. So y'all call them folks, call them on him.
Ain't nothing gonna happen. I be woofing. Oh, that's what the wolf say.
Where's the mustard?
The lettuce. Maybe put your hand in the lettuce and tomatoes.
It's right there. Where's the mustard?
Where's the mustard? We added olives. We added olives.
No, I bought some more. And then the cabbage somewhere. I bought some more mustard. What happened to it? It's right here. Okay. And
Hey, man.
no more French fries?
You little bastard. Yeah, they right here, baby.
Okay. I just want a little. I don't want a lot of French fries. Just a couple. Hold on, y'all. So as y'all can see, y'all getting classic, raw, and uncut lives. Y'all getting the beginning stages of the real and how, you know, the grind. For real, for real. Y'all getting me before the glitz and glam. Because when I do finally get there, I know some hater gonna come on here and be like, no, baby. Go back and watch the old videos. Go back and watch the come up. She really is that.
Say excuse
Say
me.
excuse me, Lily.
Excuse me, Lily.
That's right. Tell her, say excuse me.
Excuse me.
Be nice. Princesses do not act like that, baby. They sure don't. So yeah, but back to Mr. P. Didiana. I just don't think people.
What you call him, baby?
P. Didiana. Buzz down Didiana.
Okay.
At the freak out Didiana. Damn, Diddy. You was the man, homie. In high school, you was the man, Diddy. What happened to you at the fucking freak out? Wow. And then Diddy, guess what? You know your art nemesis 50 Cent been waiting for this. And he been trolling you, my dude. He been trolling you, my dude. And you know 50 is the head troller. You know he was a Tupac fan. Remember what he said on his initial come up? He said, I want them to love me like they love Pop.
50 Cent said that?
He said, I want him to love me like that. When he entered the game.
Oh, no, give it that fun.
See, you didn't. Y'all forgot the. That's how you know who.
Yeah, nigga. You can find me in the club.
Oh, that's how you know who is real hip hop. Because they forget like little basic, like little theatrical rules.
That's like 20 years ago.
They forget it. See, that's how you know the dudes that's really not hip hop. That's really like you can tell when Gene Deal is on record in several interviews saying that Diddy was just a little scrawny kid from the record label that was around from Uptown that used to run with us all the time and used to want to go to the parties with us. So we just jumped him in. We just jumped him in and started bringing him to all the parties. He was just a little dude that Heavy D brung around, and then when Heavy D brung him around, you know, he just stayed around. He just a little you see how, because if you real hip hop, see, you would know that. So that's how you know Gene Deal is not lying when he say he was just a little scrawny little kid from the label that was just got put in the right rooms at the right time and took advantage of opportunities and people, and you know he just used it for his own personal gain to just screw over everybody.
They eat all that food. They eat in sections though.
So.
Talking What's weird too?
Y'all be having them.
She's talking to the burger.
Hell, my food hot. I do not like cold food. I just fixed a big ass burger, y'all, and bit in it. Couldn't even talk. Hot dog over here want to so bad than a bitch. Gonna get your roll out.
She hit that right. She said, I said, oh, that be good, boy. That when your ears start running.
I told y'all, comedian. How you gonna make fun of somebody that ain't ate all day and they get to eat and I couldn't do, and I was just sitting here reading. But according to this article, it says, as part of the investigation, Rolling Stone sent Combs a detailed list of questions about the new and pending allegations. He did not specifically address any of them. Mr. Combs cannot comment on settled litigation, will not comment on pending litigation, and cannot address every allegation picked up by the press from any source, no matter how unreliable, his lawyer Jonathan Davis tells Rolling Stone. We are aware that the proper authorities are conducting Go. That is so disrespectful. Okay. He says, we are aware that the proper authorities are conducting a thorough investigation and therefore have confidence any important issues will be addressed in the proper forum where the rules distinguish facts from fiction. That was a dig at YouTubers, by the way, y'all. That was a dig at us content creators. That was a dig at us, by the way. Joy Dickerson Neal, who is suing Combs for sexual assault, tells Rolling Stone that her decision to come forward isn't about money. It's about making sure the world sees that this man who rose to the level of an icon is actually sick and has left so many victims in the wake of his unpunished, disgusting behavior for years. Okay. For Ventura, Combs presented as her flashy, established 37-year-old label boss when he pulled her into a bathroom and forcibly kissed her on her 21st birthday in 2007, leaving her in tears, according to her complaint. It's hard, y'all, when y'all have babies and y'all be still trying to do stuff. And then like daddy, baby, when they daddy is home, kids know that can be bad with their daddies. I don't care what nationality the kids is, black, white, Hispanic. I don't give a fuck what y'all say. Men all together as a whole is the reason why the world fucked up. Say something. Say it out. Say that men not the reason why the world fucked up. Say it. Cause y'all let kids be bad from the bitch.
That's the women.
He know he let them be bad. That's why he can't even get mad at him right now. Cause he know he be letting them be bad.
Y'all more stricter than we are. I ain't gonna lie. But we don't let them get away with nothing. I don't.
Mac, you don't let them get away with stuff?
We come around when they get older.
Wow.
That's when we really count.
When they get older.
Yeah, the mama nurture them, and then we just
right.
They learn how we are.
Y'all let them kids be bad. You finished?
Yeah, we don't. I ain't never whooped man.
Good job, baby. Go wash your hands in my restroom.
I never whooped my shit.
She ate all that, baby. She mowed that burger down.
My mama used to whoop me, but I never got it.
Yeah, girl.
I never whooped my kids.
We gonna get through the live, y'all. We gonna get through it, but that's just the reality.
I know, right?
That's just now we don't explain.
I popped that.
We give them a little love tap. They get love taps over
I
here.
make them do push-ups. My son do some push-ups.
Love taps.
You either gonna be swole or distant.
Swole or distant.
Yep. They don't really do nothing. Now the kids now are good kids. Because they got the internet to watch TV all day. That's all they do. They don't really get into nothing no more.
They get into online stuff.
Yeah. You think online good for kids or not?
No. If they know what to do with it, it can be.
It's not, especially all day. They not learn.
He ain't king. Want some ranch?
Yeah. Thank you, sir.
Cheeseburger, y'all. Homemade. The only thing I'm missing is bacon. It's my bacon.
Oh,
Got cheese, lettuce, tomatoes, pickles, mustard. All that good stuff, y'all. All of it. Ooh.
Girl, no.
Please. Right here by my food. I do. I love them on my
I
hamburger.
like a good salad, not on my burger. But give me my tomatoes. Ooh.
Baby, give me tomatoes, lettuce, pickles, onions, jalapenos. All that on my burger. Everything. He can't. Oh, he ain't saying nothing no more, y'all.
He did what Cicada did. He bit down and hit that on 3 times. That was outside.
Mama, Miss B. It's that Miss B slap your mama burger. Go tell my mama, why you don't cook these?
Y'all heard him. Come on, he gonna tell his mom, why you don't cook these?
Homemade is way better than fast food.
We was sitting here with our stomach touching our back, y'all.
Come on, bastard.
Maybe it was in. That's all I can see.
Hold on. I'm coming, y'all.
Oh.
I'm coming. Y'all come, y'all gotta feed my face. When I tell you, starved out. Just starved. Mm.
No man. Uh-oh. Be quiet now. We got another one quiet.
If that's y'all.
I guess Amazon not gonna send a fly trap. We need to get to Facebook. Hold on, y'all.
Make you close your eyes.
One more bite.
I bet you live
And then here I come.
Maybe she's sitting up.
Does she eat? Y'all taking a lunch break with me. Okay. I would turn my camera on,
Hey,
but not today. French fries and a homemade cheeseburger. I know we a mukbang and talking channel actually.
Big old bird.
I really do supposed to have a camera on letting y'all see me eat this. So I really am a mukbang and conversation channel. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe.
No Waynesville bird.
Wingfield better not never go out of business.
He got everything.
Wingfield better not never go out of business. Never. Never.
Waynesville.
Better not never go out of business, man. If I couldn't drive and go give me a Wingfield burger when I wanted to,
They got one.
I just don't think I would feel like this was even Dallas no more.
You put cream cheese. Well, I never ate no burger with cream cheese. Right.
Good.
What?
It's good. Queen cheese is good.
come on, man.
I feel like 4 of them over there. Hey, down.
Hey, hold on.
Oh, I found a Western channel. The name of it is Outlaw.
Hey, hey.
Don't play nothing but Western.
What channel?
2.7, 22.7.
You get on there.
That's on regular TV. 22.7.
I know. I'll be watching.
22.7.
I caught one earlier today. It was
Okay, y'all.
in the 90s.
Okay.
Probably you talking about
Look.
22.7.
I had
All
to
black
eat
stations.
for something on my stomach. I hadn't ate
It's the Western
anything.
station, man.
And I'm just up talking to y'all. Okay. I had to eat. And then y'all heard my baby shout. Oh.
Go get y'all juice.
I'm gonna get in there and cook one of them. Stop playing.
Okay, let me leave this soda up here. Because I don't need soda. And Malia, you can't have it either. No soda.
You can get that
Okay, y'all.
place. Shot of cream cheese.
Okay, y'all. So y'all, no soda, baby.
I love soda.
Me too. Okay. So y'all took a little lunch break with me. We had to stop the commentary for a lunch break. I hope you can understand that. I appreciate y'all staying tuned. I appreciate the ongoing support. And I appreciate y'all having patience and hanging out with me. And not rushing the real one in the real conversation, honey, baby. Because guess what? We have to take our time with the conversation. We can't be in a rush. We can't rush. Y'all know. Malia, go get mommy glasses.
Mama glasses.
Yeah, get mommy glasses. So I can see better and read more clear. You know what I mean? For real. And you know what? This is cool because I need to be on her longer. And so they just really works out. Thank you, baby. Thank you, sweetheart. Okay, y'all. I have my glasses now, so now I can read more better. I can read more better. I've eaten. I have some on my stomach. I've had something to drink. I have my glasses on, my chocolate. Now let's get to it. Let's finish getting to Diddy, and then I want to get on the celebrity reactions, y'all. Cause what's that news anchor, that sports news anchor man that had got on Diddy? Arse, what's his name? He black with a little hair.
One I was going out with Shannon Sharp.
I don't know. Not Shannon Sharp. Not Shay Shay.
Yeah, that's Shay Shay.
Not Shay Shay. Y'all leave Shay. Y'all leave Shay Shay alone. And Monique kept calling him sugar. Monique kept calling him sugar in that interview. For Ventura, Combs presented as her flashy, established 37-year-old label boss when he pulled her into a bathroom and forcibly kissed her on her 21st birthday in 2007, leaving her in tears, according to her complaint. She did say that in that lawsuit. I read that to y'all too. She says he was holding the. What?
Did Shannon Sharp hug his daughter and grab her booty?
Oh, I didn't hear about that. She says he was holding the keys to her nascent music career when he pressured her to consume drugs and have sex with her. Ex that same year. Combs quickly became deeply entrenched in every aspect of her life, paying for her apartment, having her medical records sent directly to him, and lashing out for perceived slights. The lawsuit says when Ventura tried to move on and had a brief romantic relationship with musician Kid Cudi in 2011, Combs allegedly beat her. Combs later told Ventura he planned to blow up rapper's car in his driveway, the lawsuit claims. In a statement to the New York Times in November, Cudi confirmed that his car exploded. This is all true, he said. So Kid Cudi said that you did that, Diddy. According to New York Times in November, Cudi confirmed to them that it's all true. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Said you did it. Mm-hmm. Said everything that Cassie said you did to his car. He did it. And that it was all true. Mm-hmm. And her suit, Ventura said she learned to blindly submit to Combs to avoid vicious beatings. That's crazy. Eventually, her lawsuit claims the abuse extended to her ex trafficking, with Combs ordering her to slather herself in oil, get high and drunk, and have intercourse with male ex workers while Combs pleasured himself and filmed the interactions, which he dubbed freak offs. He is sinister.
He don't want the girl, he wants the man.
Yeah, that's why he bring the woman just for the bird.
That's not funny. Damn.
She learned to disassociate during these horrific encounters, she says. The public got a disturbing window into Diddy's treatment of Ventura in the surveillance video unearthed by CNN. In it, a towel-clad Combs is seen pursuing a barefoot and fleeing Ventura after he had allegedly punched her in her face during a freak-off in a Los Angeles hotel in 2016. At an elevator bank, Combs throws Ventura to the floor, kicks her, stomps on her, and attempted to drag her back to the room before grabbing what appears to be a vase. Oh, this was during a freak out. So she didn't want to do a freak out. She was running from having to do a freak out with him.
That day?
Yes.
When he jumped on her?
This article says that
I knew it was something else to it, baby.
The article says, at an elevator, Bank Combs throws Ventura to the floor, kicks her, stomps on her, and attempts to drag her back to the room before grabbing what appears to be a vase off of a table, hurling it in her direction. It says, in it,
I thought all this happened in his house.
listen, in it, a towel-clad Combs is seen pursuing a barefoot and fleeing Ventura after he had allegedly punched her in the face during a freak out.
That's why she didn't want to do it.
In a Los Angeles hotel in 2016. Punched her in the face during a freak off in a Los Angeles hotel in 2016. In a Los Angeles hotel during a freak off. Because I want y'all to understand that all these stories that everybody tried to make up about what was going on during that footage that CNN released, no, honey. This was during an actual freak off during one of his sick, sadistic, psychotic episodes. I don't know why she was running away, but it says that in a towel-clad Combs is seen pursuing a barefoot and fleeing Ventura after he had allegedly punched her in the face. Okay, so she was trying to leave because he had done jumped on her. And you want her to do the freak off and you and her fighting on her? Ran up out of there.
I want to be in that.
Mm-hmm. After years in silence and darkness, I am finally ready to tell my story. I bet she is. And to speak up on behalf of myself and for the benefits of other women who face violence and abuse in their relationships. Ventura said in a statement accompanying her lawsuit. This was an opportunity to speak up about the trauma I have experienced and that I will be recovering from for the rest of my life. As Ventura damning allegations were on the verge of going public, Combs was strategizing, according to Jones, who produced multiple songs on Combs' Grammy-nominated 2023 release, The Love Album, Off the Grid. He detailed how he planned to leverage his relationship with celebrity pastor T.D. Jakes to soften the impact on his public image. Jones wrote in a sworn declaration in April. Jakes did not reply to a request for comment. Publicly, Combs seemingly jumped into overdrive, producing positive press. He fulfilled his $1 million promises to his alma mater, Howard University, in the football program at another historically black college, Jackson State University. He launched Empower Global, an e-commerce platform for black entrepreneurs, and in dropping his new album, proclaiming he was in his love era. He announced that he was giving bad boy artists and songwriters their publishing rights back. Only some artists say they were offered rights back. And Danity Kane's Aubrey O'Day said and Danny T. Kane's Aubrey O'Day said she refused because her offer came with a mandatory non-disclosure agreement. And if you know, like I know, and if you've been following this whole Diddy thing since the Danny T. Kane days, Aubrey O'Day do not play with Diddy, baby. She stands on business when it comes down to Diddy, and she gives 0,000 fucks in the universe when it comes to Diddy. That non-black Aubrey O'Day woman, the one whose speech is a little slurred. I don't know what she done really been through, but Aubrey clearly is like, okay, what's up with my girl? But baby, she don't care. She don't care what Diddy talking about. You heard what she said. She said, I did not sign mine because her offer came with a mandatory non-disclosure agreement. And she is on record saying that the things that Diddy required of her, he did not require of the other band members. So I'm just waiting for her story to drop. I'm just waiting for her story to drop. A year before her breakup with Combs, Ventura conceptualized a short film titled Cassie that appears telling in hindsight. Oh, okay. So well, I'm gonna go back and look at the movie then. I'm gonna go back and look at it and see if she's telling us something in hindsight. In a voiceover speaking about the film's fictionalized romance, she says, "How do you just walk away from it and escape it? I just want to be free." Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm. Puff is out here acting crazy. He's beating her. Wow. Puff is out here acting crazy. He's beating her. The hotel security footage prompted horrified reactions around the world. Forced to acknowledge his actions, Combs made a rare admission of guilt, but tailored it to the incident. But that didn't work. That didn't work. That was a failed attempt to tailor it towards that incident because you know what, he shouldn't have even came out and apologized. That's how I feel. Why was we even hearing from him? I'm waiting for the handcuffs. I want to talk about the investigation and the crimes and the indictment and the bond and the bail money. Hmm. That's what I want to talk about. And he out on house arrest and he can't go nowhere because his sickness has finally been brought to justice. That's what I'm waiting to hear about. Why we not hearing that? Mm-mm. I want to hear about that. Mm-hmm.
Baby,
What, baby?
what we make this week?
Okay, hold on. He is so ghetto. I hope he don't do that on here, y'all. So yeah, the article goes on to say that the hotel security footage prompted horrified reactions around the world. Forced to acknowledge his actions, Combs made his rare admission of guilt, but tailored it to the incident. I was messed up. I hit rock bottom. You damn sure was fucked up and was at rock bottom. And I make no excuses. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm not going to repeat what that demon said. That's what he said right there, y'all. I'm not going to repeat it. Mm-mm. Because the bitch went so far as to say he had went to therapy and all that. Like, boy, shut up. You was still doing this stuff because that lawsuit that Rodney Jones filed, that stuff was backdated from 2022 and recent stuff. So your ass is crazy. I'm waiting on the handcuffs. I'm waiting to see when Diddy ass gonna be arrested. Y'all send me stories to the email address up there. If y'all have any information, y'all see my email address on the screen and put in the subject line like what it's about. If it's a Diddy update, put in the subject line Diddy update. If it's about Wendy Williams update. The article goes on to say many who watched footage of the assault were stunned, even those who had known Combs for years. LaJoyce Brookshire, the former publicity director for Arista and Bad Boy, said she was disturbed to learn that these types of actions could have occurred and that Puffy could stand in my face the next day with a straight face. That shakes me to my core. Several women who attended Howard with Combs, however, had seen signs of a controlling and abusive personality decades ago. Combs started at the esteemed college in the fall of 1987 and quickly earned a reputation for throwing legendary rowdy parties. College not like that no more though. You can't even you can't do that no more. Flamboyant and boisterous, he was often he was often seen driving his convertible around campus and passing out flyers. Though he left after his sophomore year, Combs turned to Howard into a pipeline for his enterprises, teaming up with his future label executives and producers Harvey Peer, Mark Pitts, and Derek D. Dot, Angeletti, all key figures in Bad Boy early success. Okay, so teaming up with Future Hotel. Okay, Howard into a pipeline for his enterprises. Teaming up with the Future label executives. Okay, okay, so that's where he met them at, was at the Harvard. Okay, okay, so even though he wasn't going to the university anymore, he still networked with the university. So much so as to where these people were networked from Howard University that later came to be on the Bad Boy record label. Those names that I just named. Shantae Page, a former A&R executive for Universal Motown Record Group, was among those who say they had positive experiences with Combs at Howard, calling his iconic parties a once in a lifetime type of vibe. He was a go getter from the start. She says, always in the know. But other women described previously unreported incidents involving unwanted touching and fits of rage. Malia, go back there. You see I'm on here. Don't come up here and do that and have all that noise in my background like that. Don't do that. If you're gonna be up here, be quiet. Okay. One woman said she's kept far away as possible after Combs caressed her back without warning and asked if stop it and asked if she would be willing to meet one of his friends. Another former student recalled, and then here he come. Quader, don't come up here with that noise. You see mommy on live. Hush. Hush. Recalled that Combs flew off the handle after she objected to him cutting a cafeteria line. So he went off of the handle because she objected to him cutting, meaning he was trying to skip somebody in line. And because she objected to it, he went off the handle on this girl. This was in college. While the moments may seem small, they show flashes of danger that will soon explode. A third former student recalls how the future mogul would tap on the window of an English class to get a girlfriend to ditch. The visits became noticeably unwelcome. The classmate tells Rolling Stone she would tense up when Combs appeared. She would tense up when Combs appeared. The student who sat next to the woman in class recalls he just had a weird control thing. I felt like she was fearful. The classmate who requested anonymity, anonymity, who requested to be anonymous due to fear of retribution, says her concerns were validated when Combs appeared outside the school's Harriet Tubman quadrangle dorm and started screaming in a belligerent manner for his girlfriend to come outside. The classmate says other women soon began running through the house, knocking on doors in a panic. They were sounding the alarm that Combs, known then by his nickname Puff, was attacking the young woman outside, she recalls. Puff is out here acting crazy. He's beating her, the fellow student said, according to the classmate. He screamed and hollered and acted a stone fool until she came downstairs. Another Howard student who witnessed the alleged attack tells Rolling Stone she says Combs used what appeared to be a belt to strike the young woman all over the place. Speaking on the condition of anonymous due to the sensitive nature of the incident, the witness says Combs appeared super angry. Hold on, y'all, because I don't know what's wrong with him. Super angry and was screaming at the top of his lungs. She says he whooped her butt, like really whooped her butt. The witness says the woman was clearly terrorized. She was trying to defend herself a little bit. She was crying, and we were telling him, get off of her. We were screaming for her. A third source also recalled the alleged assault to Rolling Stone. The woman at the center of the alleged attack declined comment. Combs was born with a short fuse, telling Jet magazine he earned his nickname as a kid because he would always huff and puff when he got mad. I had a temper. That's why my friends started calling me Puffy. He said his mom, Janice, a former kindergarten teacher, described him as a ham. Combs barely knew his father, Melvin, a handsome drug dealer working for a Harlem kingpin. He was unalived in 1972 at the age of 33 when Combs was just a toddler. Throughout the years, Combs mourned the loss of a father figure, but Melvin had a profound influence on him nonetheless. Even if we don't know our parents, we still have their DNA in us. That's true. We do. Even if we don't know him, we do. That's true. I agree with that.
Yeah.
So are you saying your daddy was a low down, dirty, psycho son of a bitch too? So you just naturally got them type of bloodlines in you? Is that what you saying? That your daddy was okay? What are you really saying? Cause baby, what they saying about you, Diddy? You are a baby. They are alleging some low down, unaliving crimes, ex trafficking, in indecency, allegedly with underage boys, baby. So are you alleging that that's the DNA that you have in you through that you have in your genes? Combs has said, I have his hustler's mentality, his hustler spirit, his drive, his determination, his swag. Oh wow. When Janice moved the family from Harlem to the suburb of Mount Vernon, 12 miles north, Combs straddled desperate worlds. In one, he was a defensive back on the football. He was a defensive back on the football team at his All Boys Catholic High School. Also, this dude went to a Catholic high school. Okay. Oh, he's sick. Smart and sick. In the other, he rode a train to the city, immersing himself in its burgeoning hip hop scene. I didn't know exactly what he would do, but he was blasting me out of the house with his mixing kit I bought him when he was 13, making that noise, scratching those records, Janice told Vibe in 1993. After a taste of celebrity at Howard, Combs itched for more. I bet he did itch for more because the alleged stories that they say what he was willing to do to get into the industry, the stuff that Puffy had to do, baby, you were just on a hit list trying to fix any issue, baby. Because baby, they say he was allegedly. After a taste of celebrity at Howard, Combs itched for more. He was hell bent on breaking into the music industry, and he definitely broke in there.
Howard University.
Yeah, he went to Howard University. He dropped out his sophomore year, simultaneously
And
attending
where did he go to
college
school for that?
on a Catholic school, simultaneously attending college and working a part-time internship at Uptown Records back in New York City. It was Uptown artist Heavy D, a neighbor in Mount Vernon, who brokered the job interview after Combs repeatedly badgered the rapper at their local pizza spot. So you had okay. But I don't hear any like disparaging stories about P. Diddy and Heavy D. Not yet. If y'all have some, send them to me at the email on the screen. Also, if you have not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and subscribe to the channel. It's absolutely free. It costs you nothing. I appreciate everybody being here. You could have been anywhere, but you chose to spend your time out of your day with me. And for that, you are a real one. And thank you so very much for being here and giving me your time. Okay, so the article goes on to say that it was Uptown artist Heavy D, a neighbor in Mount Vernon, who brokered the job interview after Combs repeatedly badgered the rapper at their local pizza spot. Former Uptown A&R VP Kurt Woodley tells Rolling Stone. Combs commuted from Howard for the job. Evade, evading the train fare by hiding from the conductor in the bathroom. He dropped out of school to work at Uptown full time, eventually becoming CEO Andre Harrell's mentee. Girl, y'all got girl. That's another story. It's not like we were negotiating with her with just her record label. We were negotiating with her abuser. Hold on, y'all. Let me get my glasses so I can see. Combs' accent at Uptown is now a part of his love. He helped He helped. Hold on, y'all. Hold on. My glasses got a little smudge. He helped newcomers Mary J. Blige and Jodeci go multi-platinum after reshaping their images. He did that with the help of his first kid, mom, Justin's mom, allegedly. Girl, they saying Wolf is Justin daddy, allegedly. I don't even know if Wolf is his daddy. Anyway, they saying that he dogged her just like he dogged Kim Porter, Cassie, and all the rest of them. So she was the one behind reshaping the looks over there at Uptown Records. He reinvented the remix and ushered hip hop soul into the cultural lexicon. I mean, he threw exclusive daddy's house parties at the since shuttered Manhattan hip hop club Red Zone that even his older uptown colleagues jock eyed to attend. He had the ability to convince people that whatever he was doing or wherever he was, that was the hot spot and the place to be, the people to see, the place to place, the who's or the what's and the it's and the boom boom the bam. And y'all know Puff Daddy do have the gift for the gab to talk and be talking in your motherfucking face and be saying, yeah, it's gonna be fly, it's gonna be fresh, we're gonna have blah, blah, blah. So I definitely believe this part of the article when they say he had the ability to convince people that whatever he was doing or wherever he was, that was the hot shit. Dan Charnas, author of The Big Payback, The History of the Business of Hip Hop, tells Rolling Stone. He understood more than anyone how the innovations of hip hop, specifically sampling and using classic rap records as a basis for R&B songs, would be really powerful for our generation. He definitely had the formula. He Nobody is taking away the man talent, which is why it continues. I continue to ask the question: what in the hell is wrong with Puff Daddy? The man was naturally talented. The man had a gift. The man was a hell of a producer. Miss The man is a hell of a producer, baby. All of this right here, where they say he had the ability to convince people that whatever he was doing or wherever he was gonna be, that was the hot shit. Dan Charnas, the author of the Big Boy Payback book, The History of the Business of Hip Hop, tells the Rolling Stone he understood more than anyone how the innovations of hip hop, specifically sampling and using classic rap records as a basic for R&B songs, will be really powerful for a generation. He did that. He did that. Nobody's taking that away from him. As Combs' star was rising at Uptown, his predatory instincts resurfaced. According to the actual assault lawsuit filed by Joy Dickerson, Neil last November, Dickerson Neil acted opposite Combs in a 1990 music video and received what she considered a warning from Bronx rapper Sister Soldier to keep her distance, given his infamous reputation. Sister Soldier did not reply to a request for comment. Hold on, y'all. Let me read that again. It says, as Comstar was rising at Uptown, his predatory instincts resurfaced. According to the SA lawsuit filed by Joy Dickerson Neal last November, Dickerson Neal acted opposite Combs in a 1990 music video and received what she considered a warning from Bronx rapper Sister Soldier to keep her distance given his infamous reputation. They say Sister Soldier did not reply to a request from comment from Rolling Stone. Dickerson Neal said she reluctantly agreed to a dinner date with Combs in January 1991 while she was a college student paying for her studies with a restaurant job. Worry Wary of being alone with him, she requested they dine where she worked. She alleges Combs spiked her drink when she used the restroom and later pressured her into taking a hit of a blunt. She says her legs went rubbery a short time later and that Combs raped her at a nearby residence. She also claims Combs filmed the attack and showed the video to others like a trophy through a representative. Combs denied the allegations at the time. This 32-year-old story is made up and not credible. Mr. Combs never assaulted her. Combs' lawyers have moved to dismiss portions of the lawsuit, calling the allegation false, offensive, and salacious. Oh well, baby, it's out there. Mike Nice Lewis, who worked with. Hold on, y'all, because my daughter is steady playing with me. Hold on, y'all. Let me go get her.
She don't mind me.
Okay, so the article goes on to say that Mike Nice Lewis, who worked with Dickerson Neal at the short-lived PMD Records, tells Rolling Stone that she confided in him at the office about the alleged sexual assault in their early 1990s. In the early 1990s. Combs and Bad Boy came up in conversation, and Lewis says Dickerson Neal's demeanor abruptly changed. Lewis claims Dickerson Neal told him that she had a very bad sexual experience with Diddy, keeping her head down as she talked. I believe Joy, he says. I just knew from what she was saying, from what she was telling me, that it still affected her even 2 years later, as Michelle Cayola, attorney for Dickerson, Neal, and another accuser, Crystal McKinney. The amount of irreparable harm to my client's mental health and professional lives cannot be overstated. It can't. Within hours of Dickerson Neal filing her complaint, another woman sued Combs for rape. Liza Gardner claimed she was 16 in 1990 when she and a friend met Combs at Uptown Singer songwriter Aaron Howe. What? At an MCA Records event in Manhattan, Gardner alleges the men were very flirtatious and handsy, feeding the girls drinks and inviting them to house residents for an after party. She alleges Combs offered her more alcohol at House's home in New Jersey and forced her into X despite her protests. While she was still shocked and traumatized, trying to get dressed, Howe allegedly barged into the room, pinned her down, and raped her too. So after she had just got raped and taken advantage of by Diddy, Aaron Howe allegedly came in there and raped her too while she was trying to put her clothes on. Gardner claims an irate Combs later showed up where she was staying and began choking her until she almost passed out. Diddy was in fear that the woman would tell his girlfriend what he and Howe had done. The lawsuit claims, and this happened in what year? They say this happened in 1990. Was he with Kim or Misa? I wonder if Kim or Misa was the girlfriend that he was scared they were gonna find out. It had to be Kim, I believe. It could have been either or though. Combs' legal team denied Gardner allegations, calling him a money grab. But another woman who said she was with Gardner the night of the incident, the alleged attack, corroborated many details of Gardner's lawsuit in a sworn affidavit filed in mid-May. Mm. Diddy, she got a corroborating witness, Diddy. She got somebody who was there at the scene at the day in question. That's a corroborating eyewitness. She has an eyewitness, Diddy. She has eyewitnesses, Diddy. You better get you better get them bands up, Diddy. You better get them bands up, boo boo. You better get them bands up. The woman who is the okay, it says Combs' legal team denied Gardner's allegations, calling them a money grab. But another woman who said she was with Gardner the night of the alleged allegations, an attack, corroborated many details of Gardner's lawsuit in a sworn affidavit filed in mid-May. The woman who is the younger sister of the friend mentioned in Gardner's complaint said she has a photo of herself with Gardner and how from the evening in question. She recalled frantically looking around Howe's apartment for her sister and Gardner after they disappeared with Combs and Howe. The then 15-year-old said she walked into a room and saw a man watching whatever Puffy was doing to Liza. The woman wrote that she awoke the next morning at a different location where an upset gardener said Combs had just shown up there and choked her. Howell did not respond to a request for comment. And Aaron Howell is on record saying that he let all them dudes watch him have sex. Yes, baby. He is on record saying it. Yes, he is. Yes, he is, baby. He is on the record saying how he let all them dudes know my basically bragging that he got a nice size penis, and how they all, they basically gets together and does this. That's basically what he was saying, corroborating everything that's in this paragraph right here. Corroborating it, baby. Back in the Uptown office, Combs' inflated ego, outsized opinions, and Machiavellian scheming were becoming a problem for his peers. He went from internally divisive to openly controversial in December 1991 when he and Heavy D helped organize a celebrity charity basketball game at City College at New York that left 9 people unalive aged 15 to 28 and dozens injured in a stampede. Combs shirked responsibility, claiming he shirked responsibility, claiming he had tried to enlist help from the New York Police Department and that he had personally administered CPR to several people. Boy, shut up. But an incident report ordered by then Mayor David Dinkins faulted him for allowing inexperienced underlings to handle the event planning and found that reckless over promotion had drawn too many people without tickets to the event. No, baby. Gene Deal says, hold on, let me pull that up for y'all. Hold on, just 1 minute. Let me pull. Gene Deal is the bodyguard that was around that bodyguarded Diddy for years. Let me pull up what Gene Deal says about the City College incident. City College, so he could tell y'all, cause baby, he did hire enough security. Check out what Gene did finna tell us Diddy told him when he got there. Okay, here you go, right here. Let me speed up the speed on it real fast, because that right there, what we just read, no ma'am, I'm not gonna let that article get away making a lot with these people telling these article people just anything. Y'all just telling these folks anything. That is not true at all. Can y'all let me know if y'all can hear can y'all hear the video? Can y'all let me know whether or not, or do I need to share the screen so y'all can hear it? Can somebody type in the comments whether or not they can hear it, or do I need to type it in the thingy? Hold on, where's the playback speed? I want the playback speed. Hold on. Because I want to show y'all this. I want y'all to see this, baby. Because these people just really sit around and play games. Because they know darn well that that's not what happened. They know that's not what happened. Hold on. Let me. Okay, so the speed is sped up so I can play it. Fair use, fair use. I'm using this video for entertainment.
From what I understand, and I've talked to a few people about this and read articles about it, that the event itself was oversold. There was all these kids who bought $20 tickets, and some of them were having trouble getting in, even the ones who had tickets.
Okay.
And then at one point, Mike Tyson shows up, LL Cool J shows up, and everyone starts going crazy and is trying to get into the building.
All right. What happened was that Puff first hired 18 of my guys to do the job for outside. That's what we did, the outside of clubs. People, we did it for Tim Dog, all the uptown parties and everything. My crew was thorough. I had Powerful, Slick, Noah, TJ, Bunny, just dudes that was known in the city. Then I hired some correction officers and a few cops also, that you don't have problems with people online. This particular day, Puff calls me the day before we supposed to do the party, say, yo, Gene, I don't need y'all to do the security outside. I got the FOIs to do it. All right. So I said, man, I just told 18 guys. He said, I just need 8. I said 8. And Slick, who was at this time I had left the same gang.
Y'all heard what Gene did say? He said, I don't need y'all to do the security outside. I hired the FOIs to do it. Gene told him I got 18 guys here. He said he only need 8. So where this article is saying, but an incident report ordered by the then Mayor David Dinkins faulted him for allowing inexperienced underlings to handle the event planning and found that reckless over promotion. Now he probably over promoted, but this man right here who he hired, this was a correctional officer He was a law enforcement, probation officer, all of that, baby. He was very experienced. He was law enforcement. So I don't know what the mayor was talking about, but let me let y'all get finished hearing this, and then we'll get back into the article.
Gang and went over to Slick and the Family, and I started Slick and the Family with my man because me and D Ferg and them, we was cool and everything, but they was not allowing me to get the money that I was thinking of all the things, the picnics, the parties and everything. So they didn't allow me to, they just only wanted to pay me to do the security. You know what I'm saying? They didn't want to, you know, him and Mike didn't want to break me into the fold and me put up a quarter of the money so we could do it together, so we could, you know, break down the things that I was thinking of. So I started the own group with Slick and the Family. So
Crab in the bucket mentality. You know how it is. As long as we can use somebody and we ain't got to cut them on the money out of it, so we just pay them for their ideas. Then that's what they want to do, basically.
Slick said, "Don't worry about it, Gene. We just go there with the 8 guys and we just take the money and we just come back to the game room and just have fun." I said, "Yeah, all right, cool." So we shows up and I see that the people was already crowded out there and it was crazy. So I finagled my way in there, me and Slick and them. And I said, "Yo," I told Puff right then and there, I say, "Puff, if they don't do a boxing one outside and get these kids off the door, somebody gonna die tonight." He said, "Gene, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. You just handle the stars once they come inside." So I said, "Yeah, all right then." So I did a walk around. So I walked around the top of the floor, went down the steps and went in the gym, and then came across the gym, and I seen that you can go up the steps and be right there at the front door. So everybody was coming in. You seen Dougie Fresh, Red Alert, they was on the mic. People start coming in and everything. It was cool. And then when LL Cool J and Mike Tyson showed up, that shit must have went pandemonium. They must have broke through the first doors where the FOIs was and came to the door where we was inside at. And it was a glass door that they were crowded at in the glass door, and people were steady pushing the people through the door, whereas that they pushed the people so hard that the glass broke and people fell through the glass doors at the top of the stairs. And when people fell through the doors at the top of the store, we grabbed this girl.
So y'all get the gist of what I'm saying when I say that now, baby, I have been following this story like with a fine tooth comb with a magnifying glass. So as I see stuff that where we read over it and I can reference back and forward, I'm gonna pull the videos up and let y'all hear this man Gene Deal every single time I catch them in a lie, or every single time this article proves something that he been telling the people and everybody else around was saying that, oh, he was lying, oh, he was lying. He was not lying, he was telling the truth, honey. What he need to lie for? Lie for what, baby? So back to the article. With the city investigating possible criminal charges, lawsuits mounting, and rivals pushing Harold to cut Combs loose, the Uptown executive urged Combs to lie low. A terrified Combs spent months holed up in a Manhattan hotel with his mother, according to Kirk Burroughs, Bad Boys co-founding partner and president. Burroughs was fired from Bad Boys in 1997. In 2003, he sued Combs for allegedly threatening him with a baseball bat and coercing him into signing over his stake in the company. His claims were dismissed as beyond the statute of limitations. So you allegedly beat Kirk Burroughs with a baseball bat, forcing him to sign over his stake of the company to you under duress. The only reason why you won and got a victory is because when he filed the lawsuit, it was beyond the statute of limitations. So see, you was having the opportunity every time to get away with stuff, and you wasn't capitalizing off of, hey, I done got away with stuff I know I probably don't even deserve to get away with. Let me try to do right. Let me try to right some of my wrongs. Let me try to move forward, move from this point forward. Let me stop allegedly, according to what's in all these lawsuits, allegedly from what my eyes showed me, what I seen with my eyes, beating women. He didn't try to do nothing, and he have gotten away with stuff so many times. After the controversy subsided and Combs returned to Uptown, he still considered himself Harold's heir apparent, but his access to his mentor was restricted. So he still thought that he was Herrera's heiress. He still thought he had privileges, and he didn't understand that his privileges had been restricted. He spent much of 1992 producing Mary J. Blige's landmark debut album, What's Your 411? Hey, you got it going on. What's your 411? Yes, in 1992, producing Mary J. Blige's landmark debut album. What's your 411, boo boo? Gaining redemption in the album's acclaim. Around this time, he founded his own uptown imprint, Bad Boy Entertainment, where he could sign his own artists and make extra cash. Hold on, let Gene Deal tell y'all about that too. Hold on, I'm gonna read this little piece and then I'm gonna pull it up too. Hold on. It says around this time he founded his own uptown imprint, Bad Boy Entertainment, where he could sign his own artists and make extra cash. Burroughs remembers jealous uptown executives referring to Combs as Satan and flipping him off as they walked by his small offices in the uptown building. Harrell soured on him too. As Woodley recalls, Harrell said, I'm gonna fire Puff. He's getting a little too big for himself. He's bothering people. With pressure mounting, Harrell fired Combs in July 1993. Uptown was supposed to oversee the album release of Combs' newest. Huh? It says Harrell soured on him too. As Woodley recalls, Harrell said, "I'm gonna fire Puff. He's getting a little too big for himself. He's bothering people." With pressure mounting, Harrell fired Combs in July of 1993. Uptown was supposed to oversee the album release of his newest signee, Christopher Wallace, also known as the Notorious B.I.G. But Combs was free to find a new home for his fledgling label. The termination was devastating for Combs, Burroughs said, leaving the 23-year-old crying buckets of tears outside the office. He loved Andre, Burroughs said. He loved Uptown. He didn't understand what Bad Boy was going to be. I cried for a couple of days and felt like I wanted to jump off of a building, Combs told Rolling Stone in 1995. I think at times I was hard to work with. Possibly I was doing shit that an asshole would do, just abusing the power, but that was only a little bit of the time. So this man is on record saying that I think at times I was hard to work with. It's possible I was doing shit that an asshole would do, just abusing the power I had. But that was just a little bit of the time. Hold on, let me see if I can find Gene Deal interview on Puffy being fired from Uptown Records. Hold on, let me find that interview because baby, they said he had wanted to unalive himself and everything, and he didn't know what he was gonna do. Gene, that he didn't know how he was gonna. They was paying his rent and everything. So I don't know, baby. I don't know what they talking about because they said Puffy took that hard. So just as this is why they say they don't know if Puffy gonna be able to do time or is he gonna even make it to be able to do time. Okay, so hold on, let me let y'all hear this. According to Gene Deal, once again, who was there in the fold, who was his bodyguard for years, and who was there eyewitnessing certain events. So hold on, let me let y'all hear what he had to say about what this article is saying about him being separated from Uptown. And D Fergus, ASAP Fergus, dad, by the way, just in case anybody is confused as to who D Fergus is. So hold on, let me let y'all see this. Let me hold on, let me share the screen so y'all can hear what the bodyguard who was there in the fold and who used to be right there, what he has to say. Because every time I'm gonna clock the truth.
And suicide, and he talking about, doing crazy
Hold
shit
on, let me
to himself,
rewind it.
man. We gotta watch him, man.
And then you kind of separate yourself from Puffy at that point.
Oh no! Can't play Vlad TV. Oh no, baby. Let me not play his. Hold on, let me find another one. Didn't realize that was Vlad, baby. I don't play with Vlad. Hold on, I don't play with Vlad. Let me make sure I did not even play his video, none of Vlad's stuff, because they say Vlad likes to baby. They say he likes to flags the channels. Okay, baby, audience, y'all gonna have to help me remember because he's on other platforms saying this stuff. So hold on, let me get off of the Let me get off of the let me get off of this with Vlad because he's saying it. Hold on. That's Vlad TV. Gene Deal. Hold on, y'all. Let me find it. Hold on, cause baby, when I tell you Gene Deal is on record telling us all the tea, he is on record telling all the tea. Hold on, let me find it. Hold on, let me stop sharing the screen real fast and find it for y'all. Hold on, let me find it because I don't want to play Vlad TV stuff. I don't have time to play games with these people on YouTube. Okay, hold on. Most everybody shine. Nope, that's not it. Where is it? Hold on. Um, Hold on. Let me find it, y'all. Just one moment. I think it's over here. What Gene Deal believes Diddy would take his life over Cassie video and reveals Diddy worships the devil. No, that's not the one I'm looking for. Okay, here it go. But see, that's still Vlad TV. I do not want to play anything Vlad TV. Okay, well y'all know I'm not lying. Y'all see that there is footages out there. So after I get finished with my live, if y'all want to see it, feel free to just hop on over there and go and look it up and I'll put it in the description box after the video is over too. But no, I'm not gonna play his stuff because they say he like to strike people channels and all of that kind of weird stuff. So I'm not gonna even play with him, baby, and give him the opportunity to strike nothing about this channel. So let's keep with the article. And like I said, if it's not Vlad TV, I will play it. The making of a mogul. Somebody at the door. Cast. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Let's see. That was on a little bit of the time. Okay, so the making of a mogul. Who is that at the door? Somebody at the door. Casted out of Uptown and blamed for a tragedy that claimed 9 lives, Combs could have faded into obscurity, but he was scrappy and determined, quickly securing a reported $10 million deal from Arista Records, Clive Davis, and kept Bad Boy Entertainment alive. Now he was helming a skeleton crew eager to turn artists into superstars and cement hip hop as a mainstream genre. While the world did not understand the power of hip hop, I was working in it and watching it unfold, says Michelle Joyce, Bad Boy's first director of marketing. I knew beyond a shadow of a doubt that it wasn't if it was going to pop, it was when. It wasn't easy. Hours were brutal, pay was low, and the workload was intense. The next summer, only 1 year after Combs' dismissal from Uptown, their work paid off with Craig Mack's uh, ubiquitous flavor in your ear and the Notorious B.I.G.'s One More Chance. Okay. In the next 3 years, Bad Boy will become the premier label for upcoming hip hop and R&B artists, churning out chart-topping albums from Faith Evans, Total, and 112, and soundtracking clubs and radio stations nationwide. And they did do all of that. And he fucked over all them artists. He fucked over Faith, he fucked over Total, and he damn sure fucked over 112. He fucked over all these people that made him big. Whew. And in Wallace, Bad Boy had a budding superstar, Biggie Smiles, the storytelling genius with the effortless flow. Sure in the hell damn did. Still, Combs was volatile. Burroughs says he once saw Combs attack a woman inside of a Bad Boy office in 1994. He had another ex-employee tell Did it? It's just attacks all through this article that people are saying it's just like Diddy, you have a problem. He had another ex-employee tell Rolling Stone they had to tear Combs off the woman after hearing screams and the sound of shattering glass. The woman declined Rolling Stone's request for comment. Felicia Newsom, the first manager of Bad Boy's recording studio, Daddy's House, says the once held said she once held Combs back when he was about to beat this girl's ass after a fight broke out between two women. I'm holding him by his waist saying, "You need to calm down. This is not your fight," Newsom recalls. Wow. Wow. April Lampro's right claims Combs forced her to perform oral X on him in the mid 1990s. A former Arista intern, April, hold on. What's going on? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, y'all. My screen is glitching. Cam, can you make sure that internet box is secure and not in their way? Hold on, y'all. The internet box in my room. Hold on, y'all. I believe we already read that. Okay, where they said, okay, hold on. We were on former Mike. We already read all of that. I don't know why my screen had jumped like that. Okay, we already read all that. We were on former arrested. Okay, and the lights are on after the punch. For real. Okay, hold on, y'all. Former, the termination was devastating for Combs. The making of a mogul, it wasn't easy. Still, Combs was volatile. Okay, we read all of that. Former Arista intern April Lampros claims Combs turned violent with her too. He was violent with everybody around him. In a lawsuit filed in May, Lampros alleges Combs attacked her in a parking garage. I believe all of that. I believe, and I want, you know what, I want to find them. I want to find them the documents. I sure do. I need all the documents from every lawsuit. And if anybody know how to help me find all of the documents from every lawsuit, please feel free to let me know how to do exactly that, because I want to read every disparaging thing that they are saying about this man. Like, I'm not leaving any crumbs on the table at all. Like, mm-mm. Nope. I'm reading the whole anything I find. I'm keeping y'all my audience up to date with it. I don't care what nobody say. I don't care about this. Oh, they trying to take a black man down. This is a ploy to take a black man down. This is not a ploy to take a black man down. This man have done some outlandish things, and it's just time for him to get his consequences served to him on the platter. And I'm sorry that people are having a hard time accepting and understanding that you just can't do what you want to do, but you just cannot do what you want to do out here in God's world. I'm sorry. That's just not how it works. This is ridiculous, because I'm having to pace myself through this and take a break and read this order. Bless me. Bless me. Bless me. Bless me, y'all. Bless me. Seriously. It make I love you too, Baba. Mommy love you too, boo boo. I love you too.
Uh-uh. Nope.
Uh-uh.
No.
Hold on, y'all. Okay. It says, it's just crazy. It really is. It is really just crazy out here. I don't get it. I don't understand it. It doesn't make sense to me how you can just walk around all these years and get away with all of this stuff that this man done got away with like this for all of these years, and everybody is walking around like um they well, we all knew it was going on behind the scenes. What good is it knowing that it was going on behind the scenes if nobody was going to speak up? Now with some of the, and I could say that, I could easily say that, but as I read through and go through these lawsuits and read all of the stuff that Diddy was capable of, I really can't even say that, because this man had a lot of power. This man had a lot of power, and he wasn't afraid to use it. And he used his power anytime he needed to. And he cared what nobody thought, what nobody's opinions was, what none of that. None of that. That man used every bit of power that he had, and he was okay with it. He was like, oh, uh-uh, uh-uh. I got this power and I'm gonna use it. And I could care less what you think about me using my power. For real. Just did not care. Just did not care at all. Just didn't give a damn. Didn't give 4,000 fucks. Did not care at all. Just didn't care. Did not care, y'all. I don't know. I don't know. I don't get it. I don't, for real. I don't get it. And I don't understand it. I don't, for real. Okay. You sure? Okay. So it says, as Bad Boy was on the rise, staffers kept Combs' transgressions quiet, whether out of loyalty, fear, or a belief that such incidents were rare. Outwardly, he was the label's unceasing hype man, ad libbing on tracks and making cameos in his artist videos. It was clear he wanted something bigger for himself. I distinctly remember the day that Clive Davis called and asked me to start garnering press for Puffy just as if he were the artist, says Brookshire. Behind his back, I used to call him my problem child, the notorious VIP. Oh, wow. Oh, so he couldn't stand your ass, did he? He said behind your back, he used to call you the notorious VIP, like, oh, this notorious want to be so very fucking important. Combs got all the press he wanted when he was with LA, when he and his LA counterpart. Death Row Records boss Marion Suge Knight became entangled in a years long heavyweight hip hop fight. The pair had once been friendly. Combs even modeled Bad Boy after Death Row. He told Rolling Stone in 1997. Oh, so you admitted that Death Row was your inspiration for Bad Boy and that you modeled your record label after Death Row. So you were studying their formula. You clearly, you just a big old copycat. You just ain't no good. You just ain't no good, Diddy. You're no good. You're a big old copycat. Like I don't even understand how you still have fans. The article goes on to say that but the subsequent rivalry between Biggie and nice, charismatic superstar Tupac Shakur would turn into a Pyrrhic victory for both labels. Combs was fond of Shakur, admiring his ability to marry street credibility with mainstream appeal. Burroughs notes that the Bad Boy team spent the summer of 1993 studying the rapper's buoyant hit "I Get Around." So you was bamboozled by the buoyant hit "I Get Around" as a blueprint for a commercial hip hop record. Desperate to be taken seriously, Combs tried to foster a friendship, but Shakur wasn't interested. Pac didn't have any kind of respect for Puffy, says 90s hip hop photographer Monique Bum, who was close with Wallace and other Bad Boy artists. To Shakur and even Wallace, Bum says Combs was a corny executive. And I believe that. I believe that. Hold on, let me find the Gene Deal interview where he tells us how Puffy got jumped into the gang and how he was just a little regular dude. And they jumped him into the gang and how he just was this little dude that used to be around. Exactly. How he just was a nobody. Uh-huh. Let me find it. Let me find Gene Deal on Puffy getting jumped into the same gang. Hold on. Getting jumped into same gang. Yeah, and how he told us that Puffy was just a scrawny. So when this Burroughs person says that Tupac wasn't interested in fostering any type of like friendship with him, Oh, I believe that because I know people from our generation like to act like that. Everybody didn't know that did it was just like he was like, girl, did nobody respect his music? He was hot because he was all over Mason, Lil Kim stuff. That's why he was hot. Oh, baby, they pulling up all these Vlad TV interviews, and I'm not finna play Vlad TV. I don't play Vlad TV stuff because they like to strike people channel, and I'm not finna play with them with that striking people channel and stuff. So, but yeah, I know for a fact Shakur bonded with Wallace, with Big, whom he viewed as his peer. Burroughs remembers. As a result, he says, referring to Combs, there was someone on the sidelines jealous. Tupac Shakur, Notorious B.I.G., and Sean Combs where they performing at? Performed in New York in 1993. Okay, the friendship will be short lived after Shakur was ambushed and shot 5 times in the lobby of Quiet Studios in Times Square in 1994. He blamed Combs and the Bad Boy crew for setting him up, which Combs has always denied. From there, everything got blown out of proportion, Bun says. Bad Boy executives started encouraging Wallace to write certain songs, Burroughs said. Let's say that again. Bad Boy executives started encouraging Biggie to write certain songs. Burroughs said, hence, who shot you? Allegedly, in my opinion, despite the rapper not feeling so beefy with his former friend, with tensions frothing, Combs released Wallace's single, Who Shot Ya? In 1995. It was widely viewed as a sneering provocation aimed at Shakur. Through Wallace was adamant it wasn't, though Wallace was adamant that it wasn't. Shakur responded with the ferocious hit 'em up, pushing hostilities to their peak. Perhaps seeing a promotional play come stoke the East Coast West Coast rivalry, the two label heads traded jabs with Night cast as the intimidating cigar chomping gang affiliated boss and Combs the slick clean cut executive. When a 25-year-old Shakur was unalived in September 1996 in a drive-by popping in Las Vegas, Knight immediately pointed the finger at Diddy, who denied involvement. Some bad boy employees received personal unaliving threats soon after. I didn't recall reading in the employee manual that dodging bullets was a part of my job description, Brookshire says. Last September, Compton Crips gang member Dwayne Keefe D. Davis was charged with Shakur's unaliving. His trial is set to begin in November. Davis has claimed Combs offered $1 million for a bid on Shakur Combs. Just one moment, y'all. Okay. Months after Shakur, okay, it says Keefe D. Davis was charged with Shakur's unalive, and his trial is set to begin in November. And where's the trial? I have to find out where the trial gonna be held at. I want to go to that trial, y'all, and give y'all live coverage. So if y'all like my commentary, y'all like the way I do my commentary. If you feeling generous, you can always donate to the channel. I use any donations for the channel. Okay, it says Davis has claimed Combs offered $1 million for a bid for a hit on Tupac Shakur. Combs vehemently denies the claim. 6 months after Shakur's unaliving in March of 1997, Wallace, who is 24, was attending a Soul Train Music Awards after party in Los Angeles when a gunman opened fire on his GMC Suburban. unaliving him, police consider the homicide an unresolved act of retaliation. Yeah, right. Multiple reports allege Wallace had been preparing to leave Bad Boy shortly before his death. It didn't help that Combs had been fighting with Wallace's attorneys who were trying to wrest back the rapper's publishing rights. Hold on, it says it didn't help that Combs had been fighting with Wallace's attorneys who were trying to wrest back the rapper's publishing rights. I will never give it up until I'm dead and my bones are crushed into powder, Combs told the attorneys. According to the Big Payback, Biggie was absolutely about to leave. According to the Big Payback, Biggie was absolutely about to leave Puff. Bun says, I know for a fact because he told me that another source adds everybody wanted to leave Puffy, everybody leaves him. And everybody does leave Puffy, and everybody do be wanting to leave him because he just ain't no good. He just ain't no damn good. It's just the bottom line. The dude ain't no good. The dude is just he just no good. Period point blank. That's just the bottom line. They go. I think the money center closes at 5. What time do the money center close? I think it is. She was crying, and we were telling him, "Get out of her." It says multiple reports allege Wallace had been prepared to leave Bad Boy shortly before his unaliving. It didn't help that Combs had been fighting with Wallace's attorneys who were trying to wrest back the. Hold on, let me go find the Gene Deal interview on this. Hold on, y'all, because I don't want to keep running into these Vlad interviews. Hold on. I want to find the G Deal interview Biggie getting ready to leave Puffy on Biggie getting ready to leave Bad Boy Records. Hold on. Hold on. Let me turn the screen share out because with this screen share being out, what it does is it makes it makes me move slower on the internet.
Well, can you call and see? You got to stop for a minute.
Hold on, y'all. I am putting up Gene Deal on Biggie wanting to leave Uptown. I mean, Bad Boy wanting to leave Bad Boy. Hold on, cause he is on record telling the story, and I believe that somebody heard that he said that it'll bite the dust. Biggie wanted to leave Bad Boy Records before he unalived. Genius being broke and leave. Okay, so I'm just finna let all this over here play. Hold on, let me just let all this over here play. Hold on. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna let all of this over here play. Cause he definitely wanted to leave.
Puff gave me his briefcase, like me carry this shit. Say, all right, but I got 5 hours. Let me see what's in the briefcase. And I seen Big contract. He knew Big was leaving the label. He said that in Hip Hop Revolution. He said that this nigga went and got his own deal. The nerve of him. In the contract said, oh, we're going to discuss about you getting your publishing and your marketing back. So I was asking Big's questions about I didn't know what publishing was. I didn't know what marketing was. Big was like, yo, Gene, I like you. I would take you with me, bro. But you love that too much. How you going to take me with you and you broke? I'm broke. You owe Mike Gadget $30,000 for the system and them drop boxes he put in your truck. Yo, how you know that? But I'm about to get this money. It had Charlie Baltimore, Cameron, Little C's, Little Kim, Junior Mafia, Tracy Lee, and the commission. The contract was for so many years for like $62 million.
As an artist, I can understand why, because he might not be promoting Biggie as an artist for as much as he's promoting himself.
Puff gave gave me his briefcase, like me carry this shit. Say, all right, I got 5 hours. Let me see what's in the briefcase. And I seen big
Hold
contract.
on. Hold on. That's just one. Hold on. Hold on. Cause see, people likes to act like, oh, he wasn't he
I said,
Diddy and Puff was so
my
cool. No,
man,
they wasn't.
you broke. You know what I'm saying? You asked me for cigarettes, man. What, you broke or something? You understand? But I knew he was waiting on both of his contracts. He said, I ain't broke. I ain't broke. Look at this. He had a contract for $62 million. 60 or $62 million
Okay, he just
from Atlanta.
reiterated what the other one already had told us. But the point that I wanted to make is people try to act like Puffy and Biggie was just so cool, buddy, because that's the image that Puffy wanted out there, right? That's why he done did all this shit to Lil Kim, because she was the last reminder of all of the fuck shit he really had done. This man is crazy. But let me not start going down that rabbit hole. Let me get back to the article. Hold on, y'all. Let me get back to the article. Hold on. Let me get back over here to Rolling Stone. Okay. The article goes on to say multiple reports allege Wallace had been preparing to leave Bad Boy shortly before his unaliving. It didn't help. Okay, I already read all of that. She was crying, and we were telling him, get off of her. We were screaming for her. A Howard University student who witnessed an alleged beating. Diddy capitalized on the shock and sorrow over Wallace's death. Brookshire, who had been traveling in the same SUV as Wallace during his press events the day before he was unalived, says Combs denied her request for time off to process her grief. Instead, just 2 weeks after the slaying, she says Diddy ordered her to focus all her efforts on Biggie's upcoming album, Life After Unaliving. Combs demanded it to be number one, top 10, top 10. She recalls it sold nearly 700 copies in its first week, 700,000 copies in its first week. When Rolling Stone approached Bad Boy about a cover opportunity a few months after Biggie's unaliving, Burroughs claims he advocated for the late rapper to take the spot. I was telling Sean, let's make it Biggie. You still have a chance for a cover in the future. Burroughs recalls he's like, no, he's not here anymore. I'm putting out Combs' debut album, No Way Out, in July. I need to be on the cover of Rolling Stone. So your best friend was just unalive. Everybody is still mourning and celebrating his death. And Kirk Burroughs is saying it's only right that Biggie is on the cover of Rolling Stone. His album was number one for like Biggie album sold 700,000 copies in the first week. Why would he not be on the cover of Rolling Stone? Diddy sickly Diddy, sickly Diddy. It only makes sense that he would have been on that cover. Nobody want to feel in your ass, especially right when in '99 when Biggie had just passed away. You know darn well when nobody fucking with you then. When nobody messing with you. Who? Let me know. Pull the story in history and not some type of scene that look all glamorized with the glitz and camera that he had control over, the media outlet that released it. I'm talking about some genuine love that people genuinely had for Puffy. This dude been flawed. Nobody cares. You didn't even want his album. You didn't even want him on the cover. You want to be on the cover of the album. That's how self-centered you are and selfish you are. Diddy got his cover, and 2 years later, he acknowledged how Biggie's unaliving had been big business. I think his passing added to the fame, Combs told Rolling Stone in 1999. At least 2 million of the nearly 5 million copies of the No Way Out sold were due to his unaliving. Straight up. And that doesn't necessarily feel good, but that's the reality. Even Death Row's fearsome boss who's currently serving a 28-year manslaughter sentence and has been labeled a boogeyman of hip hop, said Combs' behavior was distasteful. When Tupac left, I didn't pick up a microphone. Knight said on his prison podcast, I picked up the pieces. People did whatever he said to stay whatever he said to stay in his good graces. In the late 1990s, fans regularly gathered outside the Daddy's House studio. Majay. Oh God. Okay, so they would gather outside of the Daddy House studio on a regular basis, right? In Midtown Manhattan, angling to see a famous face or pass along a mixtape. He had built this machine, the hottest hip hop label in the world, and people started to jockey to get next to Puffy, Joyce says. As the new millennium dawned, hip hop entered its bling era, with Combs and his artists mining the melodies of 1980s pop songs to guarantee commercial hits. They wore matching shiny suits, spit raps about designer socks and yachts, draped themselves in diamonds, and filled their big budget video with fawning women and bombastic pyrotechniques. Bombastic pyrotechniques. Mr. Bombastic. Bombastic. Okay, bombastic tarot leaks. Okay. But why he didn't ever get nobody no money then? Why he felt the need to fuck over every single last artist that ever did any type of business with him? That's what I can't understand. How did this man figure a way to 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 make a way for everybody deserve to get fucked over? Majority. He just said all y'all deserve to get fucked over. Everybody did. Ooh, and filled their big budget videos with fawning women and bombastic pyrotechniques. The label was thriving off Biggie's legacy and bolstered by rising stars Mace, Shine, and Black Rob. Diddy won Grammys and was nominated for his work with outside artists Mariah Carey and R. Kelly. He entered the upper echelons of New York society, partying with the likes of Revlon billionaire Ron Perlman and Donald Trump. There was a certain narcissism and attitude of objectifying not just women but all people and wanting to be with other men who enjoy moving people around like chess pieces. Turner says of Combs, adding that he was the standard bearer for hip hop as capitalism in a social mobility play. Mm. Becoming a dominant force in the industry only seemed to amplify Combs' bullying behavior. In April of 1999, he barged into the office of Interscope Records executive Stevie Stout and allegedly turned violent. Combs was furious that Stout didn't cut him from a crucifixion scene in a Nas music video before sending it to MTV. He punched me in my face and then he grabbed the phone and bashed me in the head with it, Stout recounted to the LA Times. Okay, so this is not something that Stout told Rolling Stone. This is something that Rolling Stone went and got. I'm gathering that he had told LA Times. Okay. Diddy privately settled with Stout reportedly for $500,000 and dodged a 7-year prison sentence by pleading to a reduced charge of harassment. Baby, please, how did he do that? Hell no, baby. He should have been convicted. And you could have got that $500,000 out of his conviction from the crime victim compensation, baby. See, some of these people had the opportunity to lock this narcissistic ass bastard up, and they didn't. I wonder if he was threatened though. I wonder if Stout was threatened by Diddy in any type of way, or if he was placed up under duress into, settling for a reduced charge of harassment. That summer, Diddy released his second album, Forever. The album, critical and commercial failure, is sold less than half what its predecessor did. Hardly diminished Combs' star power. She up on the cover. She know it's cold. Okay, here is Diddy being being led in handcuffs from the Manhattan South Police Precinct in New York City on December 27 of 1999. Look at it. Look at it. This for the Shine. I wonder if this was for the Shine thing or for the Natalie Rubin thing. Because he got away with popping that lady in her face, Natalie Rubin. And when Natalie Rubin was the lady that got popped in the face and Shine went down for the crime. I'm saying it like those are two different incidents. Those are the same crimes. A few months later in December, Diddy was arrested after a nightclub popping in which 3 people were injured. His newest star shine, also known as Jamal Michael Barrow, was convicted of firing the shots and sentenced to 10 years. Barrow was deported to Belize upon his 2009 release. Diddy, meanwhile, was charged with weapons possession and attempted robbery after he and his then girlfriend, Jennifer Lopez, fled the shooting in a Lincoln Navigator that reportedly ran 11 red lights. Just crazy. Just trying to flee the scene. Knowing your ass is all on camera. It's street lights all up and down LA. Cut it down. Knowing that it's lights everywhere, they don't see you. Please, Combs was facing up to 15 years in prison if he would have been convicted. Kevin Rogers Francis, a host at Combs restaurant Justin's, who did marketing work for Combs' short-lived magazine Notorious, recalls the mogul scrambling for money, shuttering the magazine, and hitting the restaurant's drawers for cash in what Francis presumed was an effort to cover hefty legal bills. Taken from the business. The prosecutor claimed Combs offered cash to witnesses after some said Diddy was the shooter. Victim Natalia Rubin had been adamant that Combs fired the bullet that tore through her nose. Combs' own driver testified that Combs offered him $50,000 using a $40,000 pinky ring as collateral. Wow. If he would say he owned the unlicensed gun found in the SUV. Others have. So did he say it? So did he do it? Did the driver say that the gun belonged to him? That's what I need to know. Others have claimed that Diddy paid as much as $1 million to Barrow through an intermediary to buy his silence. Barrow denies the claim to Rolling Stone, calling it ridiculous misinformation. After a 6-week trial, Combs was acquitted in March of 2001. With his mounting scandals, a tabloid relationship with Lopez, and the popularity of the Sean John clothing line, which launched in 1998, Combs entered the pop culture stratosphere. It became a point of pride to work for Bad Boy. I remember I had bought my son some Sean John stuff, and baby, I was so proud of that little stuff. I thought them little clothes was just all that. I was able to go to Macy's one. I think it was Easter, y'all. One Easter, and I had buy my. I think it was it some. It was more or less like it was just something like the jeans and the t-shirt, but it was just the fact that I was able to buy him something that was Sean John, because that label, that clothing line at the time, it was a big deal. I mean, like, I'm not gonna sit here and act like that the Sean John clothing line was no big deal, but baby, according to this is what entered him into the pop culture stratosphere. So even after he had the opportunity to ride on his own creativity and not off of the back of other people, I just wonder why he didn't stay there. You didn't even have to do this shit, did you? Just was sick, man. Your name still had juice. Because according to this article in 1998, when Sean John clothing line launched, it was so popular that it catapulted you in the pop culture stratosphere. And that's true. I was living during it. I was raising my oldest son during it. And I remember buying him something out for that clothing line and just feeling like, oh, my baby got on some Sean John. This man just was crazy. You just was a fuck up. You just fucked off, did he? You just fucked up. I'm sorry. You just fucked our way up. But Diddy was difficult to work for. Employees who wanted to stick around had to learn how to speak puffy. Wow. Brookshire and multiple sources say a demanding boss comes out and yelled to get his point across and fired employees on a whim. No one on his team at Bad Boy spoke back to him. Former Daddy's House studio manager Newsom says no one challenged him. Another source recalls Mace, whose real name is Mason Betha, calling Combs Massa behind his back. Betha did not reply to a request for comment. He was so volatile, says a source who sometimes worked with Bad Boy. He was always on the edge of snapping and being scary. People did whatever he said to stay in his good graces, and Puffy exploited people's desires to be in those environments. Why not drink it? You see my Sprite over there on that cabinet? Okay. Why is nobody saying anything? Okay, this is the part I want to get to. Why is nobody saying anything? Are they this scared of him? Thank you, Kate. Okay. Hold on, y'all. Let me drink something real fast. Baby. Now this the part I really want to get to. Why is nobody saying anything? Are they that scared of him? After Diddy acquittal in the nightclub popping in 2001, he reportedly headed straight to church. Uh, okay, hold on. Okay, be quiet. Just be quiet. Okay. He later made a less God-fearing visit to the Peninsula Hotel, where he was throwing a massive bash to celebrate the verdict. It was there that Anna, a freelance graphic designer working with Bad Boy's marketing team, says Combs approached her and began to massage her shoulders. The woman requested a okay, I don't know that word, citing fear of retribution. I'm getting touched by on my shoulder, my arms, my back. He's like, oh yeah, you like that. I know you like that. Like really, really gross. Anna recalls sharing her story publicly for the first time. I was like, no, not so much. And I sort of floated my way out of there. Anna says she avoided Combs the rest of the night. Weeks later, her boss's girlfriend confided that Diddy allegedly approached the boss the night of the party to solicit me for sex, Anna says. A friend confirmed to Rolling Stone that Anna told her about both the encounter and the proposed arrangement when they began working together a few years later. The boss did not return Rolling Stone's request for an interview, and the girlfriend declined to speak. I felt quite unsettled about this for many years. When people ask me about my days at Bad Boy, it's just overshadowed by his crap, Anna says, adding that Combs treated her as though she existed to accommodate his whims. Wow. Combs often flaunted his actual encounters, even if underage artists were around to see. A teenage Usher briefly lived at Combs' New York house in the early 90s as a young bad boy protege. Puff introduced me to a totally different set of shit, sex specifically, Usher recalled to Rolling Stone in 2004. There was always girls around. You would open a door and see somebody doing it, or several people in a room having an orgy. You never knew what was going to happen. Casey Sheridan, a member of the teenage girl band Dream, recalls the group being summoned for a meeting with Combs to a Beverly Hills hotel bungalow when she was 15 and awkwardly eyeing a purse and a pair of high heels by the front door as the group waited. After 20 minutes, a bathrobe Combs emerged from a nearby room. It's like you can't even keep our innocence. I'm 15 walking into this situation knowing exactly what he was doing next door, Sheridan says. Wow, you just sick, Diddy. Crystal McKinney at a Sean John show in 2003. Hours later, the model alleges Combs forced her to perform oral X on him. Okay, this is the model I think that recently filed the most recent lawsuit. Crystal McKinney. Feeding off his fame and power, Combs appeared to be pushing his most sickening impulses even further. Model Crystal McKinney was photographed during during a star-studded Sean John fashion show in February 2003. Hours later, according to her recent lawsuit, Combs said she was acting too uptight and pressured her to take a hit from a lace joint. She alleges he then forced her to perform oral on him. Despite her resistance, the night sent McKinney into a tailspin of anxiety and depression that she says resulted in a suicide attempt. Baby, let me tell you, if this is the same girl, this woman right here is not playing with Diddy arse. Because when I tell you, they say this woman still got the evidence of the clothes from the night in question, all those years later, it is one of the victims who that bitch, she said, oh, I still have the clothes, baby. In high school, I was the man, homie. He was the man, homie. He had the sickest vendetta when it came to the 90. Yes, he did. And he was flipping hoes. And she said she got the footage. She got the fucking. I think this is her. I think this is her. Yeah, the one that he forced her to have or on him despite her resistance. The night sent McKinney into a tailspin of anxiety and depression that she says resulted in a suicide attempt. I had a whole future in modeling mapped out that was stolen from me. Being actually assaulted and having to recourse is so painful. McKinney tells Rolling Stone, I felt like I was okay. So this is one of the people that came forward. So this is one of the people that they gonna include on the indictment, girl. Diddy, Didiana, Didiana. Allegedly, according to the real combo and how my mind is set up, this is gonna be one of these people that they gonna put on that indictment for your ass. I felt like I was unaliving every day because I did not yet have the strength to come forward. I hope that by speaking out, I can help other survivors come forward and seek justice. I do too. I do too. I do too. I do too. Not long after, between the spring and fall of 2003, a 17-year-old girl was out one night with friends at a Detroit area lounge when a man in a suit approached and allegedly introduced himself as Combs' best friend. The man purportedly called Diddy and let the girl speak directly with the famed producer, who was twice her age. The man alleged to be former Bad Boy producer, who was twice her age. The man alleged to be former Bad Boy president, Harvey Pierre, convinced the girl to board a private jet and take the 2 hour flight to Teterboro, New Jersey, just outside of New York City, to meet Combs in person, according to a lawsuit filed last December by the girl, now an adult Jane Doe plaintiff, then a high school junior. She was she was starstruck by the opportunity, documenting the trip with photos from inside Daddy's house, where she's seen pretending to record a song, pointing at Combs' initials on the wall and sitting on Combs' lap. Perf! So this girl was 17 years old. 17. 17. I want to see them get away with recruiting 17-year-olds. I just want to hear. Excuse me, y'all. I'm finna have to stop sharing the screen for a bit because it's making y'all jump around and it's not keep up with the article. I don't know why. If my internet is flogging, because we've been having storms all day, y'all. It's been thunderstorming over here, so I know y'all are enjoying seeing the footage as I read it. But I'm gonna have to give it a break for just a minute and then I'll bring it back up. But I'm gonna keep reading it to y'all, okay? So let me stop sharing the screen for just a second. Yeah, see, it's not even letting me yeah, let me go ahead and get through the article and then play for y'all what CNN had to say, so that come on, baby, cause it's going down, down, down. Diddy, Diddler, you're going down, down, down. Oh, do we have a frozen system? We froze. Okay, why am I my live is froze? Okay, okay, so y'all still there. So let me get back over here. People did whatever he said to stay in his good graces. I don't know why that's doing that, but okay. Okay, we already read about that. We were on the section where they said, why was nobody doing anything about the diddler and his psychotic ways? We're talking about the girl. We already talked about him giving the $40,000 for bribe. Okay. And why nobody saying anything? We already read all of that. I felt quite unsettled about this for many years. When people ask me about my days at Bad Boy, it's just overshadowed by his crap. Okay, we already read that. Comes often flaunted his sexual encounters, even if under. Okay, we're talking about the girl. Okay, we already talked about her, the 17-year-old that he had. Yeah, we were right here. We were right here. Diddy, this is where we were. This is where we left off at. By the girl being starstruck by the opportunity, documenting the trip with photos from inside of Diddy's daddy's house where she's been pretending to record a song, pointed at Combs' initials on the wall and sitting on Combs' lap. And I do remember that footage. There it goes. There goes the proof, Diddy. There goes. This article says this is a Jane Doe with Combs at his daddy's house studio on the night she alleges that Combs and two other men gang raped her when she was 17 back in 2003. Diddy, look. Look at the proof, baby. The proof. The photos were included in the lawsuit to corroborate the woman's allegations that she was gang raped that night by Pierre Combs and a third unidentified man inside the recording studio. The woman claims the men plied her with drugs and alcohol until she was nearly unconscious and unable to consent. Oh, and she started to black out the claims. She claims Diddy led her to a bathroom where he removed her skirt and underwear and penetrated her from behind. As she drifted in and out, the unnamed assailant replaced Diddy and raped her from behind as Diddy watched. She says the woman alleges Pierre replaced the second man and raped her too. When the man finished, she fell into a fetal position on the floor in excruciating pain and was later escorted out of the building and flown back to Michigan. She so y'all just randomly found a woman. Hold on. So what she is describing, because y'all didn't know this woman, y'all have never seen her, y'all randomly found a young underage girl, led her on this private jet, drugged and raped her one by one, and then just flew her back to Michigan and dropped her off like nothing happened. Combs' lawyers filed a motion to dismiss, calling Doe's account a decades old tale, a baseless claim, in an effort to extract an undeserved financial recovery. Pierre did not reply to a request for comment, but previously called the accusation fiction and a desperate attempt for financial gain. Okay, we see where all that got you last time you said all that type of shit. CNN dropped the video of him beating Cassie's ass on camera, and then he had to come out and tell a fake ass apology. So y'all be careful with these. Oh, this is all a shakedown. This is a lie. This stuff this make no sense. Okay, drugs were a consistent part of Combs' life. Ventura alleges in her lawsuit her lawsuit claiming he was addicted to prescription painkillers and took ecstasy frequently. She claims he had pills and other drugs out in the open like candy, and that he would supply alcohol, ecstasy, cocaine, the sedative GHB, the sedative GHB, ketamine, and marijuana during freak-off sessions. But far from enhancing a party vibe. Ventura and others say this substance only darkened his mood. Once Diddy got drunk or high enough, says one frequent party guest in the early 2000s, he would turn violent and loud. He would take his anger out on people. At several points when Diddy was extremely intoxicated, Ventura alleges he beat her. An industry source says they once left a party at Diddy's home because they felt so uncomfortable watching an aggressive Combs yell at Ventura throughout the night. You could tell in her eyes that she was scared. They said, I'm like, is this shit normal? Am I tripping right now? Why is nobody saying anything? Are they that scared of him? In a 2015 appearance on the Breakfast Club radio show, Diddy described the deal. He offers his girlfriends, if I'm in a relationship with you, 25% of your time, you're gonna just feel like, oh man, I hate being there. This guy cheated on me. How, baby, this is absolutely true, word for word. I just looked at the clip where he said this dumb shit, where he said 25% of the time you're gonna feel like, oh my man, I hate him being here. I hate being here. This guy cheated on me. He lied to me. That's what he was saying, sitting in the chair next to his teenager son, Christian. But then there's the 75%. I'm gonna take you to the happiest. I'm gonna make you the happiest woman in the whole wide world. I'm gonna be there to support your dreams. I'm gonna be there to hold you, listen to you. I'm gonna be there to be your best friend, and I promise you'll smile the most. You know who am I? Who I am? This is what it is. Boy, bye. Ain't nobody smile no 75% of the time. They was crying and depressed and getting knocked around 75% of the time. You got the shit the other way around. And then he's so arrogant, he gonna say, which deal would you choose? There was one term of the deal Combs never disclosed, sources say. The women who signed up for it were not allowed to walk away. Damian Vasquez, a former Bad Boy intern, says after Combs and Lopez broke up, Diddy had staffers camp outside of MTV TRL studios with signs to win her back. Ventura claimed that every time she hid, Diddy network of operatives found her and implored her to return, including a bad boy executive who threatened to withhold the release of her music if she didn't return to Diddy. Cause after Ventura left Diddy, he tried to paint a picture of a heartbroken, hurt man, a source who knew the couple throughout their relationship says. When the reality was, he's a liar and a abuser. Burroughs believes Diddy losses at a young age, especially the murder of his father, took a toll on his relationships. He is fortified now with the money and the power, but abandonment and the act of leaving can bring about vicious results, he says. And the women catch it the worst. Diddy long-term partner Kim Porter, who died at labor pneumonia, in 2018, let me not even go there, was no exception. Their relationship was tumultuous. According to two sources who claim Combs physically abused her, I remember Kim used to go through a lot of stuff, former Bad Boy rapper Mark Curry says. If you live around them, you get to see the toxic relationship. I think every relationship he had that I experienced around him was like that. And if this man was around to know that Diddy was like that towards Kim Porter, that little boy Christian Combs, you had to know that Diddy was abusive towards your mama and knocking your damn mama between the washers and dryers. And for you to just be parading around like, oh, my daddy, that's my daddy, like, fuck my mama, that's my daddy. My daddy's the one that had the billions. My mama was just the bitch that got me here. Like, how could you just still be so buddy, cool with your daddy, knowing that all of these? So you think all of these allegations are not true, Christian Combs? Christian, blink twice if you being groomed, beat, threatened, and made to act like that. Because otherwise, you's a little young, misguided little boy. Very misguided. Combs and Porter first got together in 1994 and dated on and off until 2007. She ended it for good upon learning Diddy had fathered a secret child while she was pregnant with their twin daughters. That's that little baby that he got with Sarah Chapman. Chance. Her name is Chance, and she is so pretty. Diddy got some pretty kids. The kids that's his. Because that little boy, Justin Combs, they say that's Wolf Baby. I'm going to keep saying it. They say that's Wolf Baby. They say that's y'all okay. So y'all telling me y'all don't think that bodyguard is not wolf down, is not wolf, it's not just okay, 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 whatever. Anyway, they first got together in 1994 and dated on and off until 2007. She ended their relationship for good upon learning that Diddy had fathered a secret child while she was pregnant with their twin daughters. Because the twins in that baby is they both graduate. They all three graduating this year. They all three graduating. They all born. They all the same age. So yeah, Diddy was a big hoe. There were other infidelities, including Combs' affair with Jennifer Lopez, but Combs never let Porter truly move on, she told Essence. Oh, she told Essence that herself. He still called 50 to 60 times a day, she said. It was like my life was not my own. He was very, very intrusive. I want to find that interview. I want to find that interview she did with Essence. Hold on, let me see. Let me go in here. Hold on, baby. Let me Google this. Let me Google that, baby. Let me Google that. Let me Google that. Kim Porter's interview with Essence. Oh, baby, it's already coming up. It's already coming up, baby. It's already coming up. What year did they say that this order that it was released? What year did she tell Essence that in 2000 Porter? Okay, it says, but Combs never let. Okay, she ended it for good upon learning Combs had fathered a secret child while she was pregnant with their twin daughters. There were other infidelities, including Combs' affair with Lopez, but Combs never let Porter truly move on, she told Essence. He still called 50 to 60 times a day, she said. It was like my life was not my own. He was very, very intrusive. In 2000, Porter's fledgling courtship with the late music executive Shakur Stewart enraged Combs. When the industry gathered for L.A. Reid's wedding in Italy that summer, Diddy went to Stewart's room after the ceremony and allegedly broke a chair over Stewart's head. Stewart's mother and two of his close friends tells Rolling Stone. He left him bleeding on a hotel floor in Italy. Stewart's mother, Portia, says he had to have stitches and then Diddy threaten him. I'm going to unalive you. That's when I said you need to get out of the business. This man is crazy. I've noticed him unalive a lot of people's spirits. By the mid 2000s, Bad Boy had hemorrhaged several top acts, including Faith Evans, Total 112, Craig Mack, Fox, and Foxy Brown. 2 decades later, I'm happy y'all didn't mention Lil Kim. Don't say Lil Kim name nowhere near this bitch. Nowhere near this bitch. Don't say her name nowhere. Why speak on the son's paternity? It's unnecessary. I speak on the son's paternity because it just proves how sick and psychotic this man is to have his ego look like he's the man, and he don't want to make it look like, oh, his girl was stepping out on him so much so as to where she was so miserable in the abusive relationship she had with Diddy, where she was getting beat up under cars. She was getting beat so bad that she had to hide up under cars, sir, away from Diddy. And just to prove that he's so narcissistic and egotistical that he would sit up and lie and put this boy in front of us and say that this baby is his, knowing out of these years that this son is not his. It only proves what people are saying about Diddy, that he's an egotistical, Sick, psychotic, narcissistic bitch. So who is this? What you say your name is? Eti? Why speak on the son's paternity is not necessary. It's absolutely necessary for me to prove my point, baby. Yes, do y'all see what Mr. Why speak on the son's paternity is not necessary said? That's why it's very necessary. Who takes care of kids that are not theirs other than to who does that? If he don't want to pay artists their money that they rightfully earned, we know he don't just want to take care of kids that are not his and have to pay child support. So, what would be his reason for wanting to say, yeah, that's my child? Because we seen how we know Quincy for a fact is not his child. And he walk around like that little boy is his child. And it feeds and it proves what people say about his character, that he will go above and beyond to look like the man and to be so powerful, because the man who they say is really Justin's dad is Wolf, his ex-best friend, who he allowed to be unalived by BMF. So it's very relevant to everything that's going on, sir. Thank you very much. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for your view. Okay, but anyway, it says I've noticed him unalive a lot of people's spirits. By the mid 2000s, Bad Boy had hemorrhaged several top acts, including Faith Evans, Total 112, Craig Mack, and Foxy Brown. 2 decades later, nearly all of Diddy's artists have left him. Apart from himself, stepson Quincy Brown and son Christian, only Janelle Monáe is left on the label. So he only have 3 people on his label. A representative for Monet did not reply to a request for comment. Machine Gun Kelly's last track released with Bad Boy was in February of 2024. He started his own label, EST 19XX, up under Interscope. Rolling Stone reached out to dozens of artists who had been signed to Bad Boy to ask about their experiences with the label. Many declined, with one saying, I don't have anything nice to say when it comes to my time with Bad Boy. It was not a good experience and one I really don't want to relive. Those who did speak to Rolling Stone say they left their time with the label. They felt their time with the label was squandered through lack of direction. Several spent years at Bad Boy without releasing any music. Curry, who was affiliated with Bad Boy from 1997 to 2006, had been one of the most outspoken detractors, writing about his dealings with Diddy in his book titled Dancing with the Devil: How Puff Burned the Bad Boys of Hip Hop. Oh, wow. He says Combs repeatedly promised to produce his solo album, but never gave him a budget. There's different ways you can unalive a person, Curry tells Rolling Stone. I've noticed him unalive a lot of people's spirits. He is the monster. He is a monster. Nothing has changed. This guy got no soul, no duty to anyone, not even his kids. Producer Rodney Rod Jones. Okay. So what Rodney Jones says, not everyone felt the same. Singer-songwriter Kalina Harper says one of the highs of her life was joining Combs' Diddy Dirty Money group in 2009. She was later invited to work with Combs on the Love album. He was fucking cool as shit, she says, adding the artists who blame Combs for the trajectory of their careers may suffer from disgruntled employee syndrome. Years ago, there were whispers that some Bad Boy A&R executives would expect sexual favors from female artists in exchange for professional attention. I would hear about female artists being asked to do stuff with some of the other male executives recalls the former Bad Boy staffer. Like, we can make or break your career. What are you gonna do about it? Going to HR was useless. If you want your job, you're not going there to complain, they add. On the call Her Daddy podcast in 2022, Danity Kane's Aubrey O'Day said she was kicked out of the group because she wasn't willing to do certain things, not talent wise, but in other areas. She refused to get specific, saying the truth was what you can imagine. There was no Me Too back then, she added. She signed a million NDAs, a million contracts that took away your rights. Asked by Rolling Stone to elaborate, O'Day says the answer to what happens if you don't do what the executives want. I'm the full blown fucking story of that. Woo! Some who left Combs worried he might try to expel them from the industry altogether. Brooklyn rapper Lenise Babs Bunny, Wally of Combs' MTV reality show Making the Band, says she was blackballed after leaving the label. Bun, the photographer, claims her gigs instantly dried up after winning a lawsuit against Combs in 2000 for withholding a set of Biggie photos from her. She claims a friend. Miss V, can you turn it down just a little bit? She claims a friend at the Fader magazine told her that Diddy personally called the office and said if they worked with Bun, Bad Boy will pull its advertising from the magazine. Oh my goodness. Talk show host Wendy Williams wrote in her 2004 book that Diddy spent a lot of money and used a lot of his influence to try to crush her. After she posted an alleged actual photo of Combs and another man on her website. Combs denied it was him in the photo, and music producer Easy Mo B claimed in February that after he challenged Diddy over a credit Diddy had given himself on the producer's song, he noticed certain people wouldn't even deal with him. He is someone you don't want to make an enemy out of, says one former employee of Diddy. When people do go against him, that person gets ostracized. For some, the effects of being shunned by Diddy were profound. Francesca Sparrow joined Bad Boy Entertainment in 1998, rising through the company to become Combs' right-hand woman. But Sparrow alleged in an age and disability discrimination lawsuit that that Diddy illegally fired her in 2010. She claimed Diddy froze her out after she took time to recover from a hip hop surgery, from a hip surgery, and voluntarily checked into a rehab to treat a lapse in her sobriety. Sparrow tried to continue working in the music industry, but opportunities would disappear. A family member says she alleged blacklisting the alleged blacklisting led to significant health issues, which brought her to her end. The relative says she was devastated by the way she was treated. She felt betrayed. Sparrow died in 2014. That is sad. That is sad. So the treatment that the way that you blackballed this woman career, just the depression, just stressed her out so much. The woman oh, an ex Bad Boy president Burroughs puts it. Combs never forgets a grudge. If he sees a snag in the sweater, he'll pull it. Life ain't always what it seemed to be. For Combs, his 50th birthday in 2019, revelers gathered at his 17,000 square foot Humbly Hills home in black tie attire and beaded gowns, sipping champagne and ice cold Ciroc. The vodka brand Combs shied for a share of profits. They admired the breathtaking Kerry James Marshall painting that Combs had recently purchased for $21 million. Guest Beyonce and Jay-Z rubbed shoulders with Dr. Dre, Leonardo DiCaprio, Kobe Bryant, Cardi B, Snoop Dogg, Kim Kardashian, Usher, and Post Malone. It was a crowning moment for Combs, a testament to the multifaceted success he had worked so hard to achieve. Diddy had conquered fashion, winning Menswear Designer of the Year at the prestigious Council of Fashion Designers of America Awards in 2004, acted on Broadway, become the co-owner of DeLeon Tequila, founded the Revolt TV cable network, purchased the sports beverage company Aqua Hydrate with Mark Wahlberg, and filmed a cameo in Disney's 2014 movie Muppets Most Wanted. He even legally changed his middle name to Love, with his hard edges seemingly polished away by his gilded life. Diddy appeared untouchable. It was all the perfect cover for his alleged physical and sexual abuse of Ventura. Ventura says in her lawsuit that there were multiple witnesses to her alleged mistreatment, but they were too afraid to cross Combs. She claims both Diddy, head of security, and his assistant began to cry when they saw the extent of her injuries. In an open letter published by Rolling Stone, Ventura's friend Tiffany Red wrote that she was present the night Ventura says she was forced to leave her 2015 surprise birthday party for another freak off with Diddy. Red recalled seeing Ventura backed up against a wall with Diddy cursing her out. She said Ventura returned later that night, apparently sedated, while Combs screamed at Red, "Tell your girl she wants some birthday dick. I flew all the way from Miami. She gonna get this birthday dick." Red wrote that she told a visibly angry Combs to leave Ventura alone. She recalled Diddy ignoring her and driving off with Ventura in a golf cart. So that was the night that you was taking her back to do a freak off, and she didn't want to do it. And when she got in there with her friends, you came in there screaming real loud, "Tell your girl she wants some birthday dick. Tell your girl she gonna get this dick." Just sick. You're just sick. Just sick. And Mr. Ed, let me say another thing. When you say why speak on the son's fucking paternity, it's unnecessary. It just goes to show you more control that he have over people, to where a woman will sit up here and know that this is not her whole baby daddy, and sit up here and say, "Yeah, that's my baby daddy." That just proves how much control he really have. Y'all can't. How old are you? 14 or 15? This video is for adults. It's not for kids. Uh, Combs' physical abuse extended to Ventura's inner circle as well. According to her lawsuit, she claims one of her friends obtained a settlement after a physical altercation with Diddy in 2018, after Ventura's birthday party in 2015. A severely intoxicated Diddy allegedly dangled another of Ventura's friends over a 17th floor balcony. Neither friend responded to a request for comment from Rolling Stone. One source who worked with Combs and Ventura says people fail to speak up because Diddy doesn't believe in being told no. And if you get caught up in the wrath of that, it can be a very dangerous situation. In her lawsuit, Cassie says she finally found the strength to leave for good when Diddy allegedly forced his way into her apartment and raped her in September of 2018. The night she met him for dinner to discuss breaking up, she claims Combs pulled off her clothing and assaulted her as she repeatedly said no and tried to push him away. A month later, people reported the relationship was over, citing a source who said Cassie was moving on with renewed focus on her career. Though Ventura's alleged hell at the hands of Diddy was largely unknown until she filed her complaint, overlapping public claims about Diddy's behavior made minor headlines during their decade together. In 2017, Diddy was sued for sexual harassment by personal chef Cindy Rueda in a lawsuit that seemed bizarre at the time but has gained renewed scrutiny. Rueda claimed that when she worked for Diddy in 2015 and part of 2016, he regularly had her serve dishes while he and his guests were engaged in sexual activity. Rueda claimed Diddy once asked her to prepare a post-cordial meal, then greeted her fully naked and asked if she liked his naked body. One incident in August of 2015 allegedly involved Diddy ordering Rueda to serve him breakfast in his room and then partaking in sexual activity with model Gina Hahn. As Ruetta dropped the food on a table and fled, the lawsuit was forced into arbitration and ended privately. A lawyer for Ruetta did not reply to requests for comment. Oh wow. Hine, meanwhile, re-emerged in 2019 with claims that Combs beat her. In an interview with gossip blogger Tasha K, Hun said she started dating Combs in 2014 and he offered her $50,000 to terminate a pregnancy that year. Hun also said Diddy shoved her to the ground and dragged her by her hair in 2018. And in a jealous rage, he once stumped her in the stomach. Wow. She alleges that he barely made a ripple and Hun went silent after the interview. Hun declined to comment for this article. The Detroit Times December tells Rolling Stone she hopes her lawsuit will hold not just Diddy, but also all of those who acted with him, stood silent, and actively covered up his behavior. Accountable. In her lawsuit, she said her nightmare was not an isolated incident and pointed to another Jane Doe who sued Pierre on November 21st. That woman alleges Pierre groomed and actually assaulted her when she was his assistant between 2016 and 2017. Then in early February, Jones, the Love album producer, sued the 73-page complaint filed by lawyer Tyrone Blackburn, which included unusual elements such as photos of the defendants and redacted names that could easily be deciphered, claimed that Jones worked, traveled, and often lived with Diddy. While producing 9 songs for the project, Jones described his experience as a hedonistic hellscape. He claimed to have hundreds of hours of footage and audio capturing Diddy. His staff and his guests engaged in serious illegal activity, including the use and distribution of drugs. He claimed that at one point in July 2023, Diddy fed him ecstasy laced liquor until he blacked out and woke up naked next to a ex-worker. Jones said Diddy terrorized him with constant, unsolicited, and unauthorized groping and touching of his anus, and that Combs kept him compliant by displaying weapons, threatening to eat his face, and according to the suit, informing Jones that he was willing to kill his own mother if he must to get what he wanted. Diddy's lawyer called the complaint pure fiction. He is this monster. Nothing has changed, Jones told Rolling Stone shortly before filing his lawsuit. This guy got no so before you filed that lawsuit, you was already talking to people about Diddy. Oh, so you was always gonna snitch on Diddy. You was always gonna come forward on Diddy. You wasn't playing with Diddy. You was never playing with Diddy, Rodney Jones. He was never playing with Diddy. He was never. Because it says that he is the monster. Nothing has changed. Jones told Rolling Stone shortly before filing this lawsuit. This guy got no soul. He has no duty to do anyone, not even his kids. He has no duty to anyone, not even his kids. Diddy's associates, meanwhile, have faced allegations of their own. 25-year-old Brandon Powell, who Jones described in his lawsuit as Combs' drug mule, was arrested and charged for cocaine possession during the raids on Diddy properties. Powell pleaded not guilty but later accepted a deal in May, agreeing to complete a drug diversion program after which his case will be dismissed. The deal was offered because Powell is considered a first time offender, and the substance amount allegedly found was not of a trafficking level, a spokesperson for the Miami-Dade State's Attorney Office said. Mm. In April, yacht steward Grace O'Markey sued Combs and his 26-year-old son, Christian, alleging that Christian drugged and attacked her on board a luxury vessel rented for a 2023 to vacation in St. Martin while filming a Sid Scrap family reality show for Hulu. For Hulu, that's good. That's good that they scrapped it. Cause while y'all was filming this show, you was sitting up here drugging, allegedly attempted to drug and actually assault one of the crew members while they was at work. According to NBC News, Omarke can be heard in an audio recording asking Christian to stop touching her legs. She claims Christian later tried to force her to perform oral acts, allegations he denies through his father's lawyer. Christian Combs' lawyer, Aaron Dyer, did not reply to a request for comment on the allegation, but previously claimed Omarke's complaint was rife with manufactured lies and irrelevant facts. Wow. 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 You know what? I want to find that recording. I want that recording. I want that recording. There is a recording, and I want it. I want it. What's her name? What's this girl name? What's her name? Let me see. Oh, Marka. Oh, Marka. Oh, Marka. What's her name? Let's see. Christian Combs. Christian Combs. And what is her name? Oh, Marka. Marka audio recording. Hold on, let me see. Cause I heard it, but I didn't think to like try to record it somewhere else. Cause you know how when it started picking up traction, these people start scrubbing the internet down, baby. Cause I want to hear the recording. Where is the recording? That's what I want to hear. I want to hear the actual recording because there is a actual recording where you can actually hear this boy sitting up actually assaulting her. hmm Where it's no joke. It's no joke. It's no joke. For real. It's no joke. It's just crazy to me how you could just sit here and have all this access to do better and you just choose not to ever do fucking better. Like, what is wrong with you? For real. It's like, are these people crazy? They gotta be. They have got to be. Because I'm trying to figure out, okay, how in the hell do you I don't know. I don't know. If you have like you can have any woman you want, little boy. Like, is Diddy making these kids do this stuff too for real? Because I'm just trying to understand. How is the son, the little old bitty son, just as sick? How does that work? How do you have access to all of that bread, and that's what y'all choosing to sit up there and do with y'all bread? That's how y'all acting out here. Okay, I can't find a recording, but as soon as I do find a recording, I'm definitely gonna come back on here with it. Okay, it says Marque can be heard in an audio recording asking Christian to stop touching her legs. She claims Christian later tried to force her to perform oral X allegations he denies through his father's attorney. Christian Combs' attorney Aaron Dyer did not reply to a request for comment on the allegation, but previous claim on Marque complaint was rife with manufactured lies and irrelevant facts. Is this the end? On May 4th, Diddy posted a video of himself standing by an ocean staring down a tropical a monsoon with his arms outstretched as the recorded voice of his spiritual advisor TD Jakes booms. Not hysterical, not frantic, not anxious, not fretful, but steady in the storm. While Diddy gathers support where he can, the new allegations have reshaped his world. After stepping down from Revolt, he reportedly sold his shares in March. The Harlem Charter School he co-founded reportedly cut ties and scrubbed his name from their website. In April, premium liquor giant Diego revealed it paid approximately $200 million to buy the outstanding 50% share of their De Leon tequila brand from Diddy. I wonder if he's still making money out of that. I wonder if he still makes some type of money out, like if he still some kind of way he still make money from them, fully dissolving their partnership. In 2023 court filings, Diego said that Combs had had amassed nearly $1 billion from their 15-year relationship. So Diego said that Diddy had amassed nearly $1 billion over 15 years in their relationship with him. And the wave of lawsuits reignited industry beef with Diddy longtime rival 50 Cent, who is making a documentary about his downfall. Diddy is preparing for a fight for his reputation, his legacy, and in some sense his life. Federal officials declined to say much after the March raids, but a source confirmed to Rolling Stone that investigators in the Southern District of New York interviewed potential witnesses as part of a sex trafficking and racketeering probe. Wow. Agents may also examine Diddy's alleged ties to the infamous Black Mafia family cartel after the Detroit Jane Doe alleged in her suit that the group is rumored to have seeded Bad Boy. Oh my God! So you finna get Mitch is on his way out. Is you finna get this man caught up in your shit and get him some more time? Cause Meech is on his way up out of there. This lawsuit says agents who may also examine Combs' alleged ties to the infamous Black Mafia family cartel after the Detroit Jane Doe alleged in her suit that the group is rumored to have seeded Bad Boy. Now, they didn't seed Bad Boy. Wolf seeded Bad Boy. That's who seeded Bad Boy. And Wolf is unalived. And Wolf was the one who had a relationship with them. I don't understand. I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't. Mm-mm. Mm-mm. That that is uh-uh. Uh-uh. No ma'am. No ma'am. I don't like that. I just read that. I don't like that at all. Sex trafficking is certainly a potential component of a pattern of racketeering, or it could be charged on its own. Former federal prosecutor Elizabeth Geddes, a member of the team that successfully prosecuted R. Kelly in New York, tells Rolling Stone the indictments of R. Kelly, Jeffrey Epstein, and Ghislaine Maxwell, high profile individuals who long evaded real accountability by law enforcement, offer prosecutors a playbook for a possible prosecution on Sean Combs. Combs is known to sport a gold medallion depicting Lazarus, the biblical figure raised from the dead. And why not? He survived the deadly CCNY tragedy. It's just more of him wanting to be like Machiavelli, like Tupac. So you really was obsessed with Tupac. Like you just like even from them talking about this medallion that you wear that from a man that faked it, that rose from the dead, because everybody know that Tupac named that last album Machiavelli, and everybody know that Machiavelli is a man who once faked his death. So earlier in this article, when they said that you studied the whole Death Row records, you studied they artists too. You was very obsessed with Tupac. Very. He survived the deadly CCNY tragedy, the shooting that killed his top artist in his Club New York criminal trial, and prospered. He named an album No Way Out, but he's always managed to find one. This time may be different as more accusers and associates emerge with hellish accounts of their time with Combs. As more voices hint that there are darker stories still to be uncovered, his stands exposed in a much harsher light. To some, his claim that his brutal 2016 attack on Cassie represented a rock bottom from which he has since recovered doesn't ring true. One source who knew the former couple says the mogul's rage was always on the verge of creeping out. Rock bottom must be his personality, they said. I've never not seen this person. Misa Hilton, the mother of Justin Combs' first son, Justin, had been silent in the wake of Ventura's lawsuit. But after the video broke, she responded by saying, I know exactly how she feels, and through my empathy, it has triggered my own trauma. Hilton declined to comment for this article. It's a long overdue reckoning, says Anna, whose encounter with Combs at the Peninsula Hotel still still haunts her. People have been sitting with their experiences for years because you don't know what to do with it. Gardner's friends wrote in her recent affidavit that she wishes she had spoken up then. Raised hell earlier. She watched her friend grapple with the aftermath. The experience completely changed Liza as a person, she wrote. Dickerson Neal too says she was forever changed by a single night. One date with Sean Combs led to the trauma and pain of sexual assault and an ocean's depth of shame. She tells Rolling Stone, learning that Diddy allegedly distributed an explicit video of her was devastating, and she suffered d- debilitating self-doubt and a lifetime of inner turmoil. Those who were watching decades ago have long suspected Diddy's legacy would end in disgrace. None of this was really a surprise for me, says one of the Howard alumni who had knowledge of Diddy attack on a classmate. You already an abuser in college. You were already feeling you had to have certain power over people. Another says Diddy must now face accountability. It's time. In an Instagram post in late May, Ventura expressed gratitude for all the love and support she received. With a lot of hard work, I am better today, she wrote, but she added, echoing the experience of many of Diddy's accusers. I will always be recovering from the past. And that's the end of the article, y'all. Oh, so that's what Rolling Stone had to say. So let me go ahead and play this. Let me go ahead and play the footage that's just basically confirming what the title says, that the indictment is near. Can y'all turn it down in the back over there? Please. Can y'all turn it down in the back there? Hold on. Let me play this last little part, and then we'll be up out of here. I'm finna play for y'all CNN's update regarding this whole fiasco. So just one moment. Hold on, let me get it ready. Is this the one? Okay, I'll play this one first. I'll play this one right here first. And then when I play one, I will play the next one.
Now that federal investigators are in possession of video footage that was taken inside of Combs's residence. We hear that these investigators have been contacting individuals that they have seen on this footage. One person, in addition to the accusers who have filed these civil suits, is a male sex worker. That is what a source tells me, and that they have been brought in for questioning through these federal investigators. Now, when the raids first happened, we had a law enforcement source tell us at CNN that the investigation was largely based in sex trafficking, which is what HSI specializes in. Now we are hearing that that scope has been widened and that investigators are really looking into all of these claims put forth in these civil lawsuits. That would include not just sex trafficking, but also money laundering and illegal drugs. I have a source who tells me, quote, this is much bigger than just these lawsuits.
Sounds like much more to come. Elizabeth, thank you very much for your continued great reporting on this. Still ahead, what are you learning about the evidence that investigators could be reviewing here?
Okay, let me pull up the next one. That was the first one, so let me get over here and pull up the next one. Hold on.
Federal investigators are preparing to possibly bring witnesses in front of a federal grand jury in New York City. What we have heard is that possible witnesses have been notified that they could be called to testify. Now, sources do caution that investigators are still in the process of gathering information and that they are still calling in new witnesses, and they have called in some witnesses multiple times. We also hear that the majority of the accusers who have filed these civil lawsuits against Sean Diddy Combs have been brought in for questioning. And again, some of them being called in numerous times. We hear that many are cooperating and even handing.
Elizabeth, what more are you learning?
Over evidence that they feel could be relevant into this federal probe. Now, a spokesperson for Homeland Security did not respond to our request for comment about the presence of a grand jury, but they did confirm that this investigation is presently ongoing.
And Elizabeth, what are you learning about the evidence that investigators could be reviewing here?
So, as I mentioned, those federal raids that were conducted on his homes back in March, obviously a lot of people wondering what was seized. Well, we are learning now that federal investigators are in possession of video footage that was taken inside of Combs's residence. We hear that these investigators have been contacting individuals that they have seen on this footage. One person, in addition to the accusers who have filed these civil suits, is a male sex worker. That is what a source tells me, and that they have been brought in for questioning through the over evidence that they feel could be relevant into this federal probe. Now, a spokesperson for Homeland Security did not respond to our request for comment about the presence of a grand jury, but they did confirm that this investigation is presently ongoing.
And Elizabeth, what are you learning about the evidence that investigators could be reviewing here?
So, as I mentioned, those federal investigators. Now, when the raids first happened, we had a law enforcement source tell us at CNN that the investigation was largely based in sex trafficking, which is what HSI specializes in. Now we are hearing that that scope has been widened and that investigators are really looking into all of these claims put forth in these civil lawsuits. That would include not just sex trafficking, but also money laundering and illegal drugs. I have a source who tells me, quote, "This is much bigger than just these lawsuits." Federal investigators. Now, when the raids first happened, we had a law enforcement source.
So, as you guys can see, that indictment is near. Mr. P. Diddy, Puff Daddy, Sean Diddy, Brother Love Combs will be facing an indictment, in my opinion. We getting near. I don't know why people want to deny it. However, we have been on here 4 hours. Thank you guys for hanging in here with me today. Thanks for tuning into another episode in another show. Do you think Diddy will be convicted? Yes or no? Why and or why not? Did you agree with today's commentary? Why and or why not? Leave your thoughts and comments down below. If you not yet subscribed, what are you waiting for? It costs you absolutely nothing. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, leave your thoughts and opinions down in the comment section. Until next time, thanks for tuning in, and you guys have a great day. Bye.